you, Shasta.
I don't have anything prepared.
Hi, everybody. How you guys doing? Shasta doesn't have anything prepared. She has no way of freaking you all out today.
Sorry.
Is my mic actually on this time? Do you remember last time when I went live and then my mic wasn't even on? That was fun. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. How are you all doing? How's everybody doing? I hope you're all well. Happy Saturday or Sunday morning if you're on the other side of the world, the wrong side of the world. I hope you guys are doing well. We're back with another session. We are playing our campaign, the party Vagjazzle, and the campaign, the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. This is session 2, so you haven't missed much. The last session, our party entered the dungeon from the Yawning Portal in the city of Waterdeep. Today they continue their exploration of the dungeon. We'll get to where they are and exactly what's going on with a quick recap of last time. But before we do that, we're going to introduce the players. And we're going to go in overlay order from the bottom. So the first person on my list is Mojam.
Hi, I'm Mojam, Snickleback. I play Goblin Ranger. Backflip extraordinaire, I must say. And I'm a vegetarian who hates plants.
Yes. Besides Mojam, we have Shasta.
Hi, I'm Shasta. I'm playing Thundara Stoneheart, Goliath Barbarian. I'm a big pink giant who just loves all girly things, and I'm a little bit abrasive.
Just a little bit. Besides Shasta, we have Derek.
I'm Derek. I'm playing Welvin Torres. I'm a Drow Warlock, and I don't need to sleep.
Doesn't need to sleep. It's good. And then we have CG.
Hello, I am CG and I am Zehas. Almost always the dampest person in any given room. And, fact, I grew the mustache after seeing walruses.
Nice. This is canon now. I like that.
I love when the lore gets expanded.
Yeah. Every single time I think something new just gets added into the lore, which is quite good. And today, well, firstly, you'll have noticed that we don't have Kaysa and we don't have Kim with us today. I know that Kaysa will be back after Christmas. Kim's not feeling well today. However, we do have a very special guest to my right. Anna.
I'm Anna, and I'm going to be playing a surprise.
I like
Hello,
that.
Mr. Surprise.
Exactly. Oh, I'm very, very excited. So, let us quickly recap what happened last time on Vagjazzle. The party entered the dungeon. Upon exploring the dungeon, touching many penises, discovering a somewhat very thin glory hole, apparently, or so Thundara said, we discovered that the Goliath male penis, although long, at least 5 foot long, is approximately only 1 inch in diameter. So not a very pencil penis. This is now canon, by the way. So you'll find this in the official D&D lore going forward. It has been confirmed by a Goliath, so now we know. Yeah, there's nothing else.
Professionals here.
Yeah. What else did we do? I mean, if you go over to Instagram, you can ! The socials. You can find the Instagram reels of the funny spots from last session. I actually really enjoyed doing that, so I'm going to be doing that a lot more for this session. So guys, be funny.
No pressure.
No pressure, but be funny. But they also put a statue back together again using magic glue, which was fun. And then they broke it apart again when they realized it did nothing. Welvin took the hollow stone head of the statue as armor for himself. So right now he's walking around with a glowing demon's head as a helmet. Great.
So sick.
Gives him +1 to intimidation. I guess it will also protect him somewhat from headshots, but we'll see if anyone is going to go for his head or not. And then the party came upon a group of bandits who were disguised very well disguised as vampires, although Welvin and Zehas very instantly saw through that ruse, and they then managed to convince said bandit group that the party were actually official inspectors from the city of Waterdeep come to investigate the dungeon and the tunnels. So they were let out from that area without any incident. Thundara did also manage to rob the rooms and try and I guess plant some money on one of the other bandits to make them think that they're stealing from each other. Now,
Just a silly little prank.
just a little prank, because again,
Just a silly little guy.
I don't even know what all of your alignments are, but at this rate, they should all be chaotic. Now, the bandits informed, so the party asked the bandits, where can we go? Like, where's the way out? What do we do? The bandits have informed the party of a group of bugbears and have told them whereabouts they are. This has placed the party in, and I've got the map here, in a main hall, and they're just about to walk into a hall of mirrors. What advice can you remember that was given to you?
Don't look at them.
Check your makeup in every mirror to make sure you applied it perfectly.
Yeah. This is all of the answers are correct. All of the above. So now coming into session 2, you guys are faced. There's a staircase going up, and then there is a hall of mirrors. You know you need to explore further beyond here. What do you guys want to do?
The first thing I would like to do is say to Thundara, with the best will in the world, do we need to blindfold you?
No, I can take care of myself. And then I pull the hand mirror that I got from the last shop out, and I stare at it, ready to walk forward.
Nice. So you don't. We will check if you get distracted by your own reflection as you walk through the hall of mirrors. Yeah, go on.
I was just wondering if I could maybe do insight on Thundara's resolve here.
Okay,
But-
rude.
I mean,
Well-
the thing is, it might not be. She fully believes that she's going to keep looking at this, right? But the thing is, depending when she walks through this hall of mirrors, if there's a particularly pretty mirror that catches her eye, she may turn to it. She may not. We don't know yet.
I'm on top of Thundara, and I'm gonna maintain a tunnel vision for.
Oh, like
keep my
little
eyes on
horse,
each side.
horse blinders on either side.
Just so it's like-
I'm taking great offense to all of it. My God, after everything I've done for you.
It's just because you are so pretty and vain that they feel you need to be controlled in this scenario.
One of the mirrors might be pink. We don't know.
We don't know.
It's very typical that every single man is trying to control me. Do with that information what you will,
Yeah.
chat.
I only asked, and you said you're fine without, so I am happy
I
to
will-
see how the check goes.
Yeah. I mean, Thundara has no intention of looking in the mirrors. Okay? So as far as you guys are concerned, she has no intention of looking in the mirrors.
I'm just shielding her eyes from the mirrors looking at them.
Looking at me.
Yeah.
And who will shield your eyes?
I don't know, a dice roll.
Exactly.
I hold my fingers above.
it's just like
We're just gonna walk into everything.
One finger. Yeah,
What?
you both are just
The blind leading the blind.
this is going to be amazing. Okay.
We could also cast darkness, whoever's thought them.
Let's not get
But,
carried
That's actually
away.
that's a really good idea.
It really is, but here's the thing: is I don't have any reason to. I don't have a reason to cast darkness, because otherwise I would.
Well, I mean, this
But-
is a suggestion. You're all talking amongst each other. So, and this is exactly what you should be doing. Like, it's a great idea for you because you've been told don't look at the mirrors. So Zehas's instant reaction is to check Thundara, like, do you need to be blindfolded? And so Snickle comes up with a suggestion: do you want to cast darkness? This is all between you guys, right? So like, I'm not here, but it's a great conversation and I love it. So let's pull this thread and see where it goes.
All right.
If we pull the thread too far, I can mend it.
You have that passion for fashion.
You know I do.
So I have a rule question here.
Yeah,
on darkness. So it says that I can cast it on an object that isn't being carried or worn. What if I can't cast it on Thundara's chest, right? No. But like, if I wanted it cast on my helmet, for example.
So it can't be worn, it can't be carried, it can't be you, right? If you were to put the helmet on the floor.
Yeah. Okay.
Could you cast it on Claudia? A fey creature, though, not really. No,
it's a creature. Yeah, it's basically got to be like a piece of stone on the floor, a particular object. You can aim it on a wall. That's totally fine. Right. And I mean, and how far is your darkness reaching? Is it 20 feet?
15 feet radius.
Okay, 15 feet. So yeah, it will only cover like 1.5 bits in. Yeah, it's not going to follow you around, is it? So
if you extend a long piece of rope and cast darkness on it, does it apply to the whole full length of it?
Well, it still only has a radius of 15 feet, so it's got a 30-foot diameter, which is going to cover basically 3 of those mirrored alcoves.
Okay. Here's I like your idea there, Snickle. What if we have Claudia send a rope? No, that wouldn't work. We need a pulley. Never mind.
Also,
I was thinking because if we took a rope and pulled it.
Just as a sidebar, we need somebody to make an artist impression of Claudia, please. This needs to be done, and that is all.
Just a softly purple glowing crab.
Yeah.
Okay. Thundara, may I borrow a stone?
Thundara's broken.
Break each mirror. Yeah, what are these mirrors attached to? Like, are they like just standing? Like,
you don't know because you haven't been
hooked on a wall. Right.
I very reluctantly hand him a stone.
I'm going to tie a piece of rope around the stone and set the stone on the ground and cast darkness on it.
And so you're thinking that you can then move the stone?
That is my thinking, yeah.
Like a leash? Like a little pet rock?
I need to, like a little pet rock, but I need to check this actually.
Aww.
We'll see exactly what it says. And all right, we're gonna do the actual. I'll read out the actual description, and then we can decide. Mainly, me and CG will decide how this works. Magical darkness spreads from a point you choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration, which is 10 minutes. The darkness spreads around corners. A creature with dark vision can't see through the darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it. If the point you choose is on an object you are holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it. So you can hold it.
Okay.
Or one that isn't being worn or carried. Yeah, so the darkness emanates from the object and moves with the object. So that's why I say as long as you're not wearing it, you're not carrying it. So that's weird because technically an object you're holding, isn't that also being carried?
That was my thinking, but Maybe carried in like a bag is what it is the intention.
My guess would be it has to be not held when the spell is cast, but then you can pick it up.
Yeah, but it says if the point you choose is on an object you are holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried. So I'm guessing it must be a bag, like carried in a bag.
Maybe you have to hold it instead of your weapons or something like that.
I don't know. Either way, it's fine. You can hold a stone, you can cast darkness on the stone and walk with it.
Okay. I'm gonna cast darkness on it, and as the darkness fills the space, I guess, around me, do you want me to draw that circle?
Oh yeah, if you like to. I mean, it doesn't matter. We know it's going to be 30-foot diameter, but it's up to you. You can enjoy
So magical darkness, none of us can now see.
Yeah, except
because dark vision doesn't work. But Claudia has blind sight, so I will say to everyone, possibly a good idea to hold on to my arm or something, as I can use Claudia to guide us through.
And Welvrin can see as well.
Can I?
Do you have the thing? Did you take that feat from the warlock?
It says dark vision can't see through it. I don't recall if I took anything.
Because there is a specific specific option from your pact, depending which subclass of warlock you went for, that you can actually see. You have magical vision, so you can see in dark vision. It's actually one of those amazing warlock builds where you just basically cast darkness around you. No one can range attack you, and you can just fire out eldritch blasts because you can see everybody. It's amazing.
And the rest of your party is like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's so good.
No, I did not take that.
Okay, so you got only Zehas can see. It's a really good job we have Claudia.
Yeah.
Now I want Claudia with night vision goggles. Even though it's blindsight, I still want Claudia with night vision goggles.
Steampunk. I imagine the like spy theme that Kronk is singing in Emperor's New Groove.
Oh yeah,
playing in the background for Claudia and her night vision goggles.
Brilliant. Okay, so I guess you're going. I mean, the timer has started for 10 minutes because you've cast the darkness. You have 10 minutes to use said darkness.
Wait until I feel sets of arms holding onto me, and then can't see it, but my eyes go white as I bamf into Claudia's vision and start walking through the corridor.
Nice. Okay, cool. So you venture through the corridor. Now, obviously, I can't describe it to you because you can't see anything.
Mission accomplished.
So in you go.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark. It's dark.
Did we hear anything happening down this
Nope.
hall, or just
No, nothing.
Just Batman singing darkness.
It's so good. So you just hear your footsteps as you walk through this stone floor, through the corridor, and out to the other end.
For some reason, my voice goes weird when I'm bamfed into Claudia, and I say to Welvrin, "You think darkness is your ally?
who the fuck was
Molded
that?
by it."
Who's there?
It's okay, Thundara.
Okay.
That was fucking creepy.
So you're through now the corridor. You reach another basically opening of a corridor to the north, the corridor that you're in right now. There's a path that goes up to the north, and then there's one that goes down to the south.
We currently
you
can't
still
see
can't
anything.
So until
Okay,
you
darkness
I'll
concentration.
toss the stone back down the corridor. with
okay,
mirrors.
cool.
You don't want to give it back to her?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
The door doesn't get
Well-
a stone back anymore.
I hear my stone. I'm like,
Just stop concentrating. Concentrate on something else. Come on, look at me.
Well, that's it. The stone is gone now anyway, so it's fine.
No.
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, that's got to be the way we break concentration. If outside of damage, the way that we choose to break a concentration spell now is Snickle needs to do a distraction.
Yeah, definitely. Look
A
at me,
performance
look at
check every
me.
time.
Okay, amazing.
I'll do a backflip every time.
Every time. I'm just going to zoom in this. Oh, I can't even zoom in that screen. Why is that? Ah,
Okay,
There
now
we
we
go.
can see. Should we go north?
yeah. Okay,
I'm
now you
inclined
guys
to go
can
north,
see.
yeah.
You want to head north. Okay, just give me a moment, and I will unblock this path for you. The corridor on the north turns up to the right-hand side. So if you choose to go there, then obviously when you turn the corner, you'll be able to see more.
I am, inclined to kind of walk up here and peer around the corner.
Yeah, that's fine. So as you go through, you can see the corridor kind of goes out into this room over here. So I unblock it here for you. Ta-da! A
Is there
room.
anything in the room?
The room, you'll need to go and take a look.
Okay.
Maybe.
I go look in the room.
Who can
Yeah, I
say?
just realized Marcellus follows.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna keep.
Should we leave it or
Well, no, I'm gonna keep
on
keep
this?
Marcy in here because it doesn't make any sense that Marcy would suddenly not be in here. Do
She
you know what I
just
mean?
doesn't remember anything because it's dark usually.
Yeah.
But
We'll
She's
tell
deep
her.
in
She was,
prayer.
Sally, and she's in Thundara's bag of holding. They're just both sleeping it off now.
yeah. I wish Thundara did have a bag of holding though. That would be cool.
Thundara also wishes she had a bag of holding.
Yeah. Currently, she just holds a bag.
And that bag is full of shit.
Yeah.
Wait, we
And
do
rock.
have a bag of holding, don't we?
Where did you get a bag
I
of
thought
holding
we found
from?
one.
Did
Yeah,
you?
well,
Oh my
I
goodness.
thorn whipped something into it.
I have to take
Somebody
I have
does.
to take a shot. I
Yeah.
don't remember where you found a bag of holding.
I thought we found
Snickle
one
thorn
with
whip.
the.
The sword into the bag of holding.
Oh, that's true. He did.
Yeah, I thought we found it with the bandits that I was trying to, get through the top of the earth with.
Yes.
I thought we found one with that.
Yeah, and
That-
I distinctly remember being like, "That's a 10,000 gold object we just found."
Yeah. That's pretty good. Okay, yes, the bag of holding. Amazing. Right. So this room appears empty. There are some burned torch stubs and discarded potion bottles lying on the floor.
Are any of the potion bottles labeled?
Health potion.
All discarded.
All discarded.
No signs of combat or anything.
Do you want to do an investigation for me?
I would.
So I'm going to
love-
say it. I'm going to say at this point, like I've asked Zahas to do an investigation. I'm not going to let everybody roll an investigation. If another person would like to help, you can also roll to assist, but it's not going to be a case of like then the next person, then the next person, the next person. So we try and keep it like as real as possible, because in your mind, like as the group in this room, one of your guys is like looking around and investigating. If they come back and be like, I didn't find anything, there's no reason for you not to trust them, right? Unless your character has a very deep distrust of that character for whatever backstory reasons, that it doesn't make any sense. So we try and play it like real. So Zayas is going to go around investigating. If somebody else would like to assist, you can also roll.
Yeah, it might not help.
Or I can assist someone with a higher investigation than me because my investigation is not that great.
Mine's okay.
But Zayas wanted to investigate, so Zayas is going to be be the investigator.
Yes, I can do it.
All right.
What does,
so
what
I'm
does
doing
helping
it
look
with
like?
You
advantage.
roll and I'll tell you. Yeah, you take the one of the better of the two.
guidance.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it would do 2. It didn't. Okay, I'll do another one. Plus the guidance.
I like the
What was
first
that,
one.
18?
Yeah.
20.
20, that's great. So Zehas sort of like looks around these bottles, looks on the floor. Snickle, in the meantime, is just staring at blankly at a wall in the back, like with nothing. There's no marks, there's nothing going on. He's just looking around. You don't find anything, Snickle. Zehas, on the other hand, you looking at this scene, looking at these discarded bottles, looking at the discarded torch, you kind of look around and you can see sort of like markings on the floor of like that there is definite signs, like for example there was a bedroll probably laid out here and stuff. There's like in the dirt and in the sand that's on the floor, you can certainly see like markings and things. You kind of work out from these signs of your investigation that this room was probably used as a resting spot for other adventurers. If they needed to have a short or a long rest, this is probably the place they used.
I will relay that to the group and ask the question. Does anybody feel like they need a rest?
I'm doing
We
good.
haven't done anything.
Yeah, you say that, but I've been casting spells. No, I think I'm
we
okay.
Okay.
I'm only down 2 first level slots, so I'm good.
Okay, cool. Well, now you know a place.
Yep.
Thundara's out. She's running. She's running down. She's like, fuck these guys, man.
Sprinting.
I have not got time for this. I'm in a
There's
rush,
nothing shiny
guys.
or pink here.
Okay.
Nothing shiny, nothing pink.
So-
Go.
Going down the corridor, you see there are the corridor goes on for a bit. Your vision allows you to see that far. You can see that there is a opening up to the left, facing, if you're facing south, so there's an opening to the east, and then another opening further down to the east. Zehas has run down here, so I'm going to open up this area too.
I'm going to send Claudia down that way.
Yeah.
You've just opened up around that corner to see
Yeah.
whether it looks like it's worth going that way.
So Claudia goes into this corridor. She is stumped by 2 doors that obviously she cannot enter.
I will relay that to the group.
Flip a coin, we're going through one of those doors.
Okay.
What's up, Thundara?
I was gonna say, should we go see what's in the other hallway first?
I can send Claudia scuttling down there. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you give me
see
2
what's
seconds?
there.
I'm trying to. I'm keep flitting between one map and another map, so I'm just trying to like pull up a copy of the map on this page, so it's easier for me. As you guys decide what you're up to, I'll just pull up a copy of the map.
Well, then you owe me a new stone.
You're right. I'm sorry. I promise I'll get you one.
I don't hand those out lightly.
Definitely
know.
not anymore.
That was really fucked up of you.
You handed out this one darkly.
Darkly!
Oh dear lord. Okay, so you're going down the next corridor. Is this correct?
I've sent Claudia scuttling.
So is that the one directly to the east, just south of you, that first part,
Yeah.
or further down this main corridor?
Into the offshoot.
Okay.
Down here.
So into this
Yeah.
offshoot, there is another door, and then after that, the corridor opens up into 2 other areas.
Okay.
Where is she going?
At that point, she will pause and I'll say to the group, it seems like it's possible the doors down this corridor could lead into the same places that corridor leads to. And there is another door in that corridor to the south. I think we have a lot of options.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a goblin by his toe. Down!
I look at Snickle.
Down.
Do you actually?
Do you actually? I'll see if I can find a little crab. I want to add a little crab. Oh, there's a nice one. There's little
Oh.
Claudia here.
It's so little.
He says crab.
Yeah. I think I could probably even
I'm
rename
following
it.
Thundara.
What?
I said I'm following Thundara.
Never gonna catch me.
All right, are you going in these rooms? Okay.
I ready my bow on top of Thundara, just ready.
And my axe. So you gonna? So how are you looking into this first area? What are you gonna do? You peering around a corner? Are you being quiet? I need to know what your plan is.
I peer around the first corner here
Okay,
into this little.
So all of you have walked down this corridor, yes?
I'm with Thundara.
You're
so-
Thundara, okay. But I want you all to roll stealth, just to see how loud you are being or not being, and that includes you, Snickle, but with advantage because you're on top of Thundara.
I don't need advantage.
I don't need advantage. Well,
But I wouldn't
Because I rolled
roll.
a critical.
You wouldn't roll
31.
strength. You would roll intelligence.
Wisdom. Oh yes, intelligence.
If possible, I'd like to put my ear to the door that I'm next to, just to see if I hear anything.
Yeah.
It's one.
Okay.
Can I
that's great.
can I add my stealth to Thundara being
It's
on
not,
top
not
of
going to
her?
make any difference to you. But at the same time, Zahas, I want you to do an investigation on the door, but with disadvantage.
Do you have any inspiration, by the way?
Is it really that important?
Yeah.
Thundara is channeling every
Seven.
upstairs
Just
neighbor
kick the
ever.
door in.
7. No, you can't. You can't hear any sounds through the door because Thundara's loud footsteps.
I just can't believe you threw my stone back down
Yeah.
the hallway, you son of a bitch!
Perfect. She's just like stomping in anger. So any doors that are like rattling against the thing. She's just like doof, 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 properly stomping down the hallway, getting really pissed off. And then you look around the corner into that room. So that corridor that you were in above does open up into this same room. And I can tell you what you see in this room now. There are 6 goblins in the room. They're all facing the doorway, that hallway, basically, where you've entered from, really loudly. But what you notice is that they're kind of mid playing. So you've got one goblin or 2 goblins who are standing up upon, I guess, kind of makeshift scaffolding, and they're holding, like, you know, the little puppet on strings, like a little marionette, but on the strings below, there's actually I guess a human skeleton that's attached with wires, and they're making it dance. But they all stop to look at you as you walk in, or as you look around the corner.
Oh, show! Can we watch the show?
So it's about Nimwraith. Nimwraith.
Hey! Who are these guys? Who's just come in? Hold on! Stop your playing.
What are you being so loud about?
Yeah, why all the noise? Don't you know we're playing here?
I didn't. But
We should leave them alone.
Hey, you can't just You can't just walk. Come here. Sit down.
I go and I sit down.
This one can listen. That's good. Thrusties, get in here.
Oh, we've lost someone and it's ruined our cameras. Is that Mojam?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hold on.
we
Yeah,
lost the other goblin.
It's all right. When he comes back, the cameras will reset again and it should be fine.
If
Or it won't, and it'll all be a mess.
if we play like this,
You're just like hiding
My head's up here, but my chest's down there.
Hi. You just like hide away in this corner. Hi, everybody. Here he is. There he is.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Might be in the wrong.
No, you're all
Yes.
good now. You're in the right frame. As soon as you come back in, you're all good. So Thundara goes straight away and sits down. And what
Oh,
about
I'm
the
gonna
rest of
Yeah.
you?
lean against the wall over here.
Hmm?
I'm gonna lean against the wall over here.
Okay. Right. Now,
oh,
yeah, I was going to say now, as you've all sat down, the goblins are about to perform to you their show of Nimrath and how he came to die. So another goblin takes to the floor and picks up what you find. What's on the floor is like a shield that's been broken in two. So the goblin kind of picks up both ends of the shield and puts them back together as one, and then places it, kind of tries to place it inside the skeleton's hand, but obviously it just keeps falling down and breaking in two again, and again picks it up, tries to put it in the hand. It doesn't work. It does it about 3 or 4 times and then just like casts it to the side and then turns around. Just pretend that there's a shield in his hand, okay? And then he like gets a sword, and there's like a scabbard on the skeleton. So he like puts the sword inside the scabbard. So now you see this skeleton dressed as a warrior, Nimrath, and then the goblin on the floor dons his own helmet and his sword and faces the skeleton that's being controlled at the top there.
Beauty human. Yeah. Why are you in here in our cabin? You are milk. You are weak. You are made of flesh bag. Yuck.
Oh
That is how
no,
you die.
please don't hurt me, mighty goblins. I'm just merely an adventurer, just adventuring, but I'm far too weak to face you.
We pity you. We send you to our gods, you weak little flesh bag. Meh.
No! At which
Yeah.
point
come on! Get out the way!
At which point the skeleton detaches from its moldy wiring and falls to the floor. The goblins then dance around. Now they've just completely ignored you, and they're dancing
Great.
around the body.
Great.
Is the broken shield still in
It's
pieces
still on the floor. Yeah, it's on the floor.
I'm gonna grab the 2 pieces, cast mending on it.
Nice. So this is a wooden shield. And one half of it says Nimra, and the other half says Wraith. So when you put them together, it spells the name Nimrath. Obviously, you can tell that it was his shield. And now that's mended. The goblins don't pay attention. They're too busy dancing around the body and making the body dance. So, I mean, if you want a shield, you have one now.
No, it's not for me. So I'll do my more passion for fashion routine on it, and then I will see if I can get the attention of the goblin who was trying to put it on the skeleton.
Oh, yeah. So he turns to face you and he's like, you fixed my shield. And
I
he
did indeed. There you go.
goes to
You
grab
should
it.
make your performance that more realistic.
Oh, thanks. And he takes it and he's like, oh, it's a bit wet. Kind of
Sorry, shape water.
takes it away.
We
Cheers.
do have historic prissy. Just pretend it's blood.
And then he takes the shield away and then they continue their little dance.
How flexible are you?
I'm gonna turn and walk out and kind of peer around this corner.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel like after giving the shield and then them just carrying on, I would also go, okay.
Oh, okay. So you're going into the next room, yeah?
Well, just to this, yeah, looking around, yeah.
This one here. So as you look around into this room, you notice that there are... Oh, hold on. I need to put in these tokens, don't I? Goodness me, what am I doing?
No, take those tokens away. Put them back.
So you notice that in this room there are 2 bugbears that are sat, well, not sat, they're stood though, but watching the doorway, fully aware that, you know, you're there. And then one of them turns to face the other one and is like, oh, look, they finally decided to show up. And then they take a look at you as you kind of peer around the corner.
Hope you like the show.
It was lovely.
Yeah, we've been listening to that racket for months now. What you see in the room, aside from the 2 bugbears, is there is a statue in the middle of the room, and it's broken into lots of pieces, and it's made of black stone. That's probably the only thing that's interesting. And these 2 bugbears that you see you notice that they have tools on them to fix the said statue. So they're kind of like, you can see like they're trying to put together the base of the statue. They've got all of these pieces of the stone around them, and they're currently in the process of rebuilding the statue. But obviously they heard the racket, so they've been waiting for you to come in.
You go ahead.
I was just gonna ask what the statue was of.
Oh, you're asking those guys?
Yep.
Okay. I'll tell you in a second.
Well, we found some feet, so it might be a statue to a god of foot fungus. We're not really sure yet. But there seems to be 6 pairs of toes.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is we don't actually know what the statue is, but we've been told to fix it, and that's what we're doing.
Any chance of a history check from anyone that might know?
I don't see any reason why any of you here would know what a statue would be in the dungeon of the Mad Mage, particularly, like, as in not this one. So yeah, like the other ones that had demons and stuff, yeah, maybe, but it's very unlikely you would know this one.
I want to take this opportunity to show off and say, well, you're doing it in a really slow manner. And I take 2 pieces that go together and I go, more passion for fashion, more passion for fashion.
So what I need you to do is I need you to roll me a performance check.
Okay. Can I never find performance? There it goes.
15. Nice. And I want, so that's 1, that's good. And I want, hold on, let me just take a look at your sheet real quick. There's 1 more check I want as well, and that's going to be perception.
Okay. She's rolling. 17.
Amazing. So as you pick up, so the thing is that you've picked up these 2 pieces off the floor, but obviously your brain, you could instantly see that that piece is definitely connected to that piece. You got the 2 right pieces. You pull them in together, and it's like an arm, and so like the first up to the elbow, and then the shoulder to the elbow. And you take these 2 pieces, and you do your passion for fashion, and you put them together, and you present this to the bugbears. So they kind of look at you a little bit in awe, but also like a little bit suspicious.
Was it some kind of spell? How did she do that?
I don't know, but what if they can help us? They'll take that, and then they take the arm from you. I don't suppose you fancy doing the rest of it, do you?
Well, I do like the pink glittery goo. I look to Zehas, kind of asking for permission.
Thundara asking permission?
You see
Listen.
Zehas just kind of muttering to himself, and nobody seemed to care about the shield.
Marcella's not here to tell me what to do.
And I kind of clock Thundara staring at me, and I'm like, yes?
Brilliant.
Wait, did I just agree to something?
Now,
Oh, there you go.
I want to ask the bugbears. So you were directed to repair the statue. Who directed you?
I mean, our leader.
Are you
What's your leader's
affiliated
name?
with the people pretending to be vampires?
Oh, don't talk to me about those. He spits on the floor.
Talking about vampires, they really suck. They shouldn't be here.
They've been after us for ages. Every single time a group of adventurers come in, the first thing they do is go and kill the bugbears. Go and kill the bugbears. Ugh. What do you think happened to that poor sod in the next room, huh?
Oh, you seem like perfectly reasonable people to us, and we saw through their
Exactly,
disguise
that's what I
straight
said.
away.
We're
Just
not
putting
bad
together
people.
a puzzle. People coming in here ruining shit, talking
We're
about treasure.
busy, we're
husband.
busy. We're busy bugbears. We've got
Amazing.
lives to live. You know, we're not here just to fight and kill everything we see.
As I'm trying to figure out how a nose goes with a mouth, I go, "You say treasure?"
No,
I didn't.
no.
I said they come in yelling about treasure. I'm just a bugbear living a bugbear life. Why do I gotta supplement their income?
I've stopped listening, and I go back to my puzzle.
There is no treasure here.
If we help you fix this statue, perhaps your leader would be interested to meet us?
You know what would really help? If you brought us one of those vampire wannabe leaders. That would really sweeten the pot. Get a little
I look at Welvin.
parlay.
I wasn't particularly fond of the vampires.
I love how
I
you're
said-
still calling them vampires.
I'm still puzzling.
Yeah,
no, them
actually,
was just chilling, just
I will
hanging
pick up
around.
on the bugbear saying that, and I will say, you know they're not really vampires, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Okay,
they
good.
know.
Just checking.
The other bugbear, after having a little side eye to their friend, kind of turns to you guys and says, "You might want to know one little bit of information about about those bandit vampires. By the way, they've got a golem in there, and it's somewhat disruptive and a little bit out of control. So you might want to handle that before it gets you."
A what? What do they have?
A golem, like an autonomous giant.
Nasty, disgusting
Thing.
flesh golem.
Well,
Would any of
they
us
had
know?
some idiots guarding their main area, and they seem to trust us. Perhaps we could lure one away. You are only interested in taking one. Oh, you want a leader, don't you? You don't want an idiot.
So
Yes,
a flesh
that's a problem.
golem, I'll show you what it looks like and then you'll know.
We want someone with a bit of standing in their group.
Well, them's was all standing. Oh wait, I'm
Although-
not dumb anymore.
I would say
So it's
our
this
goal.
thing, like a Frankenstein's monster. It's quite big. if you look on the stream,
Okay.
all
That's
stitch
nothing
sugar
what I
made of
imagined.
flesh doesn't really have its own. Yeah, it doesn't really have much intelligence, but it follows instructions and basically will go and attack things. It's very strong.
Looks like Frankenstein's
we-
monster a little bit.
Exactly.
Do we even
Big
need to
horse.
meet this leader of these bugbears?
Yeah,
Is this
so
worth
after
it?
looking at Welverin, I'll kind of remember what we're here to do and say, we only really have one purpose down here. That is to find some sort of mad mage, I believe.
Oh, you're after the Mad Mage. Wow. Do you know how to get to him?
You know why he's mad?
We sure would appreciate any help you could provide.
Oh, we can help. We'd love to help. We're very helpful, aren't we? We're very
so
helpful.
helpful.
Yeah.
Especially with this lovely pink Goliath. Building back our
Goliath.
statues.
Yeah, I think it's a
Free
Goliath.
time. Goliath. Yeah.
It's gonna save us a month of work, this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very helpful. We love to help anyone who comes down here. Getting to that Mad Mage is going to be tricky, though. I guess the pathways are full of danger. Now, we'd love to help if someone could only take care of that flesh golem for us.
Don't want to run into him in those corridors.
All we've got is a
Sorry.
pile of goblins, and let's be honest, they're pretty useless.
Is me helping? But we're helping with your statue. Is that not enough?
I mean,
Flesh Goblin,
Yeah.
the Flesh Golem can just smash it again. Then we'd be right back in where we started.
Is that what happened in the first place?
I wasn't here. I was dead at the time.
If
What?
we decided to
What?
continue south instead, what would we find?
A corridor, probably.
more goblins. I mean, this is kind of like our lookout post.
It's not for us to question what the Great Leader wants, or what else is out there.
Who is your great leader?
You don't know.
That would be the Lord Xanathar. Now, if anyone who's anyone knows that name, I suggest you consider your options carefully here. Lord Xanathar is a very understanding and very, very generous individual. For
Do any of
those
us
who
know
help.
that name?
Is this something?
Do any of
So-
us know that name?
So Xanathar is a very notorious crime overlord of Waterdeep, has fingers in many, many pies, manages to procure lots of very ancient, very magical artifacts, runs black markets like around the place. And anyone and all of you guys, wherever you are, would have heard of this. It's like hearing of like Don Corleone and The Godfather. Like, you don't necessarily know, but you know the name, right? So these guys have now just told you that their big boss is Xanathar, which leads you to
Xanathar,
believe that they're
no.
in the Xanathar's Guild, which is like basically like the mafia.
Oh, I think I heard a dwarf say that name once. They were selling some interesting items.
He's got a wonderful eye for quality.
Do I know anything as a goblin? Anything more?
No, just the same. Just the same. You guys haven't had obviously any dealings in this level of, organized crime.
I like the golem option.
So
He's a wise man, that guy.
What was their name?
Or Drow.
They're under and they take. The Undertakers. They are the enemies of your Xanathar's group?
Singing. Or aren't they?
Let's just say they disrupt the Lord's plans in a way he is not very happy with.
Xanathar didn't station them here. They shouldn't be here. And they have the audacity to stay despite us very nicely threatening them.
Yes, when
I'll
we
get
spoke to
that.
them, they said they were entertainers who came down here for some reason.
Entertainers like Nimreth was an entertainer. Shouldn't be here.
Was
And
he
again,
not very good?
His set was very dry, all bones.
Yes, Sehas, you were saying?
yeah, I'm just going to turn to Welverin again and say, this is your quest, as it were.
I like to think of it more of our quest. I say we go address the Undertakers.
Oh, is that what you say we should do? Is that
Would you
what
give them a dress?
Welverin wants?
Thundar, there's a good chance you will get to smash something very big.
Let's go.
You know, when you say smash, do you mean smash or do you mean smash?
This is where the dress comes in.
I'm gonna come out here and up here and retrieve Thundara's stone before she gets there.
Right, okay.
Exactly.
It's there's not darkness anymore and it's in the middle of the corridor, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If you're going to do that, you're going to have to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. Let's see.
Where did he go suddenly? We were talking to him.
12. It's all right. You hear sort of like, I guess, whispers coming from some of the mirrors, but you stay strong of mind, ignoring the whispers, and head straight for the stone, extracting it, and you run back out again.
Okay. Perfect. And I will wait for the rest of the party if they're coming up here.
Yeah, so I guess there are other places if you want to keep exploring, or you can go back. You can, well, I guess it's up to you. Do what you want.
I tell the bugbears, if you're still working on this, when I get back, I'd like to help finish. Goodbye.
So you've in this time, you've pretty much finished half of the statue, and what it is you can already see starting to make out just 3 individuals, sort of wearing, well, the statue they're wearing armor, so you probably figure out that they like some kind of warriors. Again, with their clothes, it's hard to tell at the moment what race or anything they are. You haven't got to their faces or anything yet, but you've built up half of the statue so far, and the bugbears are very grateful for it. It saved them
Very
like
much.
half a month of work.
Before
Just
I
needed more
leave,
passion.
Xanathar's very
I would
pleased.
love to ask them, before I follow my group, the corridor that says certain death, what actually happens down there?
Not certain. Probably death.
They can reveal you something about this particular corridor. Yes, okay. That particular corridor, well, what happened was, honestly, it's not our fault. It was a little bit of a mistake, but what we did was we sent some of the goblins in to excavate a path through the tunnel because, to be honest, we were getting bored of constantly walking around. We said, just make us a shortcut through. So we sent the goblins in. The problem is, it's a little bit iffy there. The whole place collapsed, killed about 4 of them. I think their bodies are still probably crushed in there somewhere. Then the other goblins refuse to go in there and dig anymore. So now it's kind of, you could probably cross it, but you'll probably get crushed. So now we still just use the old exit, which is to the south of here now. It just means a bit more walking, but we get our steps in.
Goblins die and suddenly no one wants to go down the corridor.
Yeah, I'll say, well, that is disappointing the way it was signposted. I was hoping for something extravagant and magical.
Bleeming
What, like an ass
goblins, they're so dramatic with their signs.
Oh, trust me, I travel with one. And then I'll walk off and join the group.
Nice. Okay.
I will present, as Thundara comes up the corridor, present her stone back to her. Sorry for throwing this.
Oh,
And now
thanks,
can I borrow it
Welwyn.
again?
I fasten it back into my hair with the utmost care. I say thank you.
Right,
So-
now. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Well, nothing bad happened the last time we went through here. So I'm wondering if I was overreacting.
I mean, you have just heard the whispers, right? That was a thing you
Yeah.
are conscious of. It's not metagaming to point that out.
I don't feel like that would be totally abnormal for me.
Fair enough.
Just his patron.
I'm like, we're going back through this hallway?
Yeah.
We're just going to
Question
keep our eyes
for you.
straight ahead.
I put my little fingers up on Snickle. I wait for him to do the same.
In my ears. I thought it was the eyes.
So, it's over top of.
Well, you guys
Oh,
don't
okay.
know.
Fingers are very big.
You don't know anything about the whispers. You only know it's a hall of mirrors, so you would cover your eyes.
We
It's
know-
covering my eyes.
Oh.
Yeah,
we'll
we
do
know
the
not to
tunnel
look at
vision
them.
trick.
And I think I would gather from what the fake vampires said that it's magical, so I'm going to guidance myself just in case.
Okay.
Welwyn
Alright.
should just turn his helmet around so he can't see out of the eye holes.
And
Okay.
also, I'll take the opportunity to say to Thundara, I'm very impressed with how you're taken to the magic, by the way.
Thank you. I've been practicing every chance I get.
Can I try something?
Yeah, what do you want?
before- Can I just try like thorn whipping one of the closest mirrors?
Yeah, you can try to do that.
Try and like make it fall down. I don't know what it's attached to. Face down.
Okay, hold on. Let me just pull up the mirror hall to see which one you can pull up, which one you can drag. Let's see. Most, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, you can. I think you can. Right. Well, it depends. This is a mirror. You're going to try and thorn whip it to you. So we'll have to do some kind of a roll. Maybe it will depend on the attack roll of the thorn whip. Let's see how strong the actual thorn whip roll is.
So I'm aiming like somewhere at the top, so when I pull it, it just falls face down.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess what we want to do is we want to check two different things, right?
Mhm.
One, we want to check the attack roll, right? Because Thorn Whip still needs an attack roll, doesn't it?
To hit.
Yeah, to hit. Yeah, so we'll check the 2 hit and then the actual hit. So one, do you land it on the mirror, and do you pull the mirror down? Let's find out.
18.
Yeah,
To
so
hit.
you hit the mirror in exact the place you want to get it, like right at the top. Perfectly, the thorns sink into the mirror. Now let's see if it's enough to pull it down. Yeah, out of for 2d6. Yeah, it's enough. you manage to pull the mirror down slightly, and you hear it kind of fall and then smash to the floor. The glass in the mirror smashes on the floor, and you hear a sound of whispers, loud, suddenly sort of like diminish, like and go away.
Right. That sounded useful. I'm going to do it on every mirror now.
It's like Indiana Jones. Just someone whipping everything.
If that's okay.
Mate, you could do anything you want. You're 16 mirrors.
Can we make it go by faster by having Thundara also smashing mirrors?
Well, how are you
Everybody
going
contributing to this?
I'm doing this so that I don't go near it.
Yeah,
I can
he's doing
shoot
it from
them as
afar,
well,
so
in
he
theory,
doesn't.
if you
Yeah,
got-
so he can
got
stay a
range
distance
down.
and thorn whip the mirrors. But what we can do is we can make it quicker. By, I mean, I'm happy to take the 2 hits to be totally fine. Let's just do damage rolls. Just give me a whole bunch of different damage rolls, which is just going to be 2d6s. So you just roll me a bunch of 2d6s, and I'll tell you if anyone does. You've got 15 mirrors.
10?
Yeah, 112 years of bad luck. 10's good,
No.
9's good. Yeah. I'm going to say anything 5 and above is fine.
Been good so far. Oh, 1-4.
That's all right. So 1 doesn't smash instantly, but you could always try again. Like, basically, it doesn't really matter. I just want to see what happens.
5. 12. That's
Jesus.
2 critical, sort of. 2 1s.
The bugbears are going to be upset. They're going to be like, now the goblins won't go down that corridor. It's full of broken glass.
Now watch me whip. I get that. That's enough.
Okay, you're good. You're good. So the ones that have done 10 or more, those mirrors are actually not just fall to the floor, they get pulled out of the alcoves and then smashed onto the floor. So there is now a layer of broken glass across the corridor that you must traverse.
There's no mirror standing.
Nope, all the mirrors is gone. You're fine on that side.
There we go. Took care of it.
Was the whispering of any language that we would recognize?
It's not discernible.
Okay.
So it was just like, just like whispers. You can't really make out what they were saying. And you also didn't concentrate to find out.
I say, that was sick as fuck, and I hold my hand up to give him a high five on top of my head.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the thorniest whip of them all?
Now,
More like mirror, mirror on the floor.
as a,
Is that a reference to something?
It just came to me. I don't know.
it just came to me.
He's a
Man.
genius.
Just don't let Disney hear this. Now, Thundara, as a stone Goliath, you're going to be fine. You can walk across that broken glass. You're not going to have
Go,
any trouble.
Snickle.
I don't know. Is the water genasi got boots on? I assume Welvren will have boots on. Yeah, so you're
got
all
boots
fine.
on.
And I know Snickle probably doesn't have any boots, right? No shoes.
Well,
but
Snickle's on
yeah,
me.
Snickle's on Thundara.
I should. Do. As a ranger.
It depends if it's a leather or if it's like something like,
Right, it's probably leather.
Nickel says all the broken glass on the floor is fine, but he also has a ride across it, so
yeah, he doesn't care.
I'm okay. I've got very thick boots on me now.
Okay.
Right, so
good luck everyone else.
is your plan to go
Nice to think.
back to?
Can I pick up a piece of the mirror?
Yes,
A reasonably sized one, please.
Yes. you can. You just do. What should we do? Let's do a strength saving. No. Wait. A dexterity
yeah, not
saving
one.
throw.
When we were walking through, did I notice if any of the mirrors had like jewel encrusted, or are they all just like glass?
They're all on the floor, and so yeah, you aren't going to be able to see.
Nothing
No
sparkly.
jewels came out as well.
Lame.
Dexterity saving throw at 6. You do pick up a shard, but you do cut yourself on it. You're going to take Just 3 damage. It's a sizable gash.
Is that a moment for more passion?
No, you can't mend skin, unfortunately.
Oh.
I did not know this.
objects. Inanimate objects.
Okay.
Because it's not healing.
Um,
I'm not going
Don't
to
we
waste a healing
have-
spell on that.
No, not for 3 health. But, it's flavor.
But I have
I
a
have-
piece of now inert mirror.
Yes.
It is inert, right?
Yeah. I mean, it just functions as a mirror now.
don't I have a little piece of like bandage or something? Or
Oh, you all have bits of bandage and all that sort of thing. Yeah. You're fine.
I take out my bandage and I wrap his little hand.
Oh,
his
so it doesn't bleed
wet
anymore.
hand.
That's nice.
Oh, thank you.
Which bandages?
You're welcome.
Yeah, the bandage is wet though. So,
Yeah, just immediately sopping wet.
so now the blood that's falling on the floor is diluted with his water. So it's just dripping off the bandage onto the floor. The bandage instantly just gets soaked. Instantly becomes blood red. The whole bandage. But it's fine. It's kind of doing its job.
I say
Yeah.
to Welverin, when Thundara's kind of gone back to whatever Thundara is doing, I say to Welverin, that's the first time she's given me something. I think in her culture that means we're friends. She seems to give things to people.
I think you're right.
Oh.
Aw,
Look at
friendship
that.
is magic.
Maybe one day she'll let you ride on her as well.
Oh.
Maybe if I'm turned into something smaller.
Maybe she won't. Because again, she is gay.
This is true.
Okay.
Right.
I'm
so
gonna start making my way up here.
you're gonna head back
towards
over to the
the
vamps.
Undertakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep calling them vampires, but they are not vampires.
It's not me.
You're just a bunch of junior high goth kids.
Exactly.
It's not phase, Mom.
Aren't we all?
I'm just a member of the undead. Ugh.
But now they're in different places than they were before. Because
Did they kill each other in
Is it-
distrust after Shasta's very well executed deception?
very well, terribly executed deception.
I'm pretty sure it was a natural 20. I seem to remember that.
I remember now. It's
Well,
all
that,
in my
yeah.
notes. Don't ask to see.
Don't ask to see. It's all in my notes. Don't ask to see. Okay. So if you come in here and you go through the room, there are 2 vampires left in this room. The first main one you spoke to, and then one of the other ones. When you walk in, they kind of turn to you, and instantly they're like, first of all, I mean, they don't see you initially, they're talking to each other. So, Welvin, do you walk in?
Yes. And I assuming that I recognize the one that we spoke to.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna point at him and where's the golem?
So he he hears the door open and he begins to say, we've been oh, it's you guys again. Hi. It's just like, whoa. The where did you hear about the golem? So looks to his vampire associate, bandit associate, and was like, did you tell them about the golem?
I wouldn't concern yourself too much about where I heard it, but I would concern myself about being truthful at this point.
I mean, they still think you're inspectors, so I guess somehow. Okay, look, listen. The golem. It's a long story, but the golem belongs to one of our leaders. She loves it very much, but between us, it's been getting a little bit out of hand. It's let's just say it's not always following orders exactly to the letter. Yeah, it's been causing some dissent amongst our group, if I'm honest. But you know, it's not for me to say, not my position. I just work here.
What if you said that those dissenters and us as inspectors said the golem got out of hand and needed to be taken care of?
In the bad way.
You need, you know, I'm going to roll for these guys because this is a 50-50 of something happening. So Welvin, you pick a number just between 1 and 6.
Okay.
Right? What's your number?
4.
4.
I knew it.
Okay. So these bandits don't want you to destroy the flesh golem. So he looks at you and he says, I don't think it's a very good idea to destroy. It might be out of hand, but you know, it belongs to Harrier, and if you upset her, then well, I'm afraid, you know, you're going to have to contest with a lot of us because, you know, we do love her. She is our leader, and she's a good one. Inspectors though you may be, our allegiance lies to our leader.
Even though you're inspectors, you can't necessarily confiscate someone's personal property, can you?
I don't know if they can or can't.
I think they can.
I don't know. I didn't go to school that day when they told us what inspectors can or can't take.
I don't know. I feel like this is like a sovereign citizen situation. I don't know.
Yeah. Can you guys roll perception for me?
Okay.
Ooh.
Thundara. Okay, that's all of you. Yes, Thundara, Zehas. Zehas, was yours a nat 20?
No, it was an 18.
18. Okay, all right.
I have a +8 on perception.
Okay, +8 on perception.
Jesus Christ.
That is very, very good, isn't it?
Wow.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Let me just. I'm just looking for a name. Do. Talk amongst yourselves. This is only going to take me a second. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Amanda Bynes.
All right.
Talking amongst ourselves.
So the one bandit speaking to the other bandit in their whispers as they're talking. One bandit says to the other bandit, we can't let them speak to any of Uktel's followers, otherwise there will definitely be some kind of a fight break out and terrible things will happen. So just, we can't let them get through. Now, you guys don't hear any of this. Zehas hears the name Uktal, but not much else.
I will chime in as Welvin is conversing with them and say, interesting, whilst we were establishing this inspection, obviously there's paperwork to do before we can do an inspection. We were told to look for someone called Octal?
Can you roll me deception with advantage, because you have already established the role of inspector, So that's fine, but now you're lying. So pretty pretty bad. It seems unlikely to me that that you would even know a name like that. What do you even mean?
Well, clearly you heard me trying to pronounce it. I don't know exactly what the name is, but there are other people. Obviously, you guys are not in charge here. There are other people we should be talking to.
Yes, you can speak to Harrier, but I don't think she'll like to meet you if you're talking about destroying her prized possession.
Well, destroying
Maybe she
isn't
could talk us out of it.
necessarily the only option here. We just need to ensure it's safe.
Persuasion. When you say safe, what do you mean?
Well, our role is inspection. So we will assess the situation, and then we will have to go back to our superiors to make a sort of judgment. And if we see the golem and we see that the golem is acting in a typical way, then we will have nothing to tell our superiors.
No, what if it's not acting in a typical way? Is
it likely to be acting in an untypical way right now?
I mean,
It's a golem.
is
Golem gonna golem.
is there anything we could do to make sure that your superiors don't see a problem? And as he
Now
does this, he
that-
takes out a coin pouch from his pocket.
And
opening it.
I will.
And then he
put
looks
my
at it, it's
hand-
like, my coin pouch is a bit light. Have you got any money on yours?
I'll put my hand on his hand
How
as he's pulling out the
embarrassing.
coin pouch and kind of push it back down and say, "That is above your pay grade, which is why we would like to go through the door."
Inferior who loves her superior, and a superior who loves the flesh goblin. From inferior to inferior, we would very much like to preserve her flesh golem. How do we do that? It's not the flesh golem's fault. It doesn't have any thoughts.
I can relate to that.
I
mean, Jeffrey did Bring Your Child to Work Day, and that kid was running amok. You gonna confiscate them too?
Well, we may have to.
Oh my god.
Just not mention this to Jeffrey, this conversation.
Jeffrey's going through a lot right now, man.
First is why.
So,
And that
If
terrible cave-in incident.
if you could give us directions to your leader, we will see ourselves through to the interior.
Okay. He quickly takes out like a small piece of parchment and scribbles a quick note on there, and then signs it, folds it up, and gives it to you, Zahaz. This should get you.
Assume this will give us safe passage.
This will get you straight to Harrier. Just don't worry about anything else. Just go straight over to her. You don't see anything, and she can talk to you.
Trade
Thank
secrets and all that.
And will we be harassed by anybody
No,
as we
no,
travel?
no. You just say that I've sent you. Show this. You'll be fine.
If you don't bother
Thank
them,
you for
they
your
won't
time.
bother you.
No worries.
And
No. What happened to my money? Starts looking around on the floor to see if he dropped any coins from his coin purse.
We go to the next door quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to head to the door, and when it seems like we're out of earshot,
Yeah.
I'm going to say to Welvrin that I overheard them talking about an Uktal who might start some sort of uprising or something. It
So you
seems
can
like they
go.
have
You can go up that. That's just the staircase, and then the staircase goes up. Oops, sorry, Welvrin, just throwing you down there as I move in. So there's one empty corridor which you know about, and then you've got the door on the top left side that opens into the next area.
Hey, Zahas, what does the note say?
I will look at the note.
Yes, you will. So the note is written in a code which you don't understand. You can try and break the code, but you won't. You don't know
Thieves
it.
can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will say to Welverin about the whole Uktol thing being a potential avenue to create something here.
Yeah. If we can create some seeds of doubt here, we might be able to pull this off.
Yeah.
Can't we just kill him?
That we could. Maybe.
Well-
It depends on how many there are.
And how strong this golem thing is.
I'll follow your lead, I suppose.
Okay. 1 second. We're going to take a quick break before you enter into this next area, and then we'll be able to we'll unfog the next place, because I think it's 9:30, so we've had an hour and a half, so it's perfect. We take maybe 5-6 minute break, and then it'll give us a chance to get a drink. I need to refresh my drinks as well, and then we'll be back. So I will leave you guys all with some background music, and then we will return shortly. Cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
I
Thank
see.
you. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We are also back. We've had a break. We've got our drinks. Shasta was instructed how to wipe herself after going to the toilet. So these are all...
Front to back, then back to front.
Yeah.
And then I had some crazy thoughts.
Bathroom thoughts are the best thoughts.
They are.
Martin Luther, the guy who did the Protestant Reformation, he used to send his friends long letters about his bowel movements. Very important.
Aww.
From the actual
We
bathroom.
have that
And then
friendship
Twitter was
someday.
invented.
I like that he described it as odious and ominous. Like, what does that even mean? You didn't have Taco Bell back then, Martin.
I mean, he must have had something. There must be... I wonder all of the things that people in the past would have eaten that would have upset their stomachs, but they wouldn't even know anything like why it happened or what it was.
Yeah, like someone was complaining about how everybody today is like allergic to everything. We didn't have these allergies before, and it's like everybody died of dysentery, Karen. What are you talking about?
Karen. It's always Karen, isn't it? All right. Okay, so the party is about to enter this room. They have a note which should provide them passage. So you guys let me know when you want me to unveil the area, and then I shall do so.
I think before we go in, I would try and strategize a little bit with Welverin. Like, how do we find these people who we need to talk to about Booktalk, do you suppose? We can't just go around saying the name and hoping for the best. Or can we?
I don't see why we couldn't. Maybe we could do good guard, bad guard.
I would be the good guard?
Naturally.
It makes sense looking at that helmet.
Help me if you want me to whip anyone.
Is this your go-to now?
Did Zehas explain to the group that the note is illegible to us?
I don't know, did he?
Yes, Nickel asked me what it says, and I would have relayed.
It's basically
No idea.
encrypted or something.
Yeah.
I mean, you're part rogue? Are you? Well, no, it's not rogue, is it? It's outlaw background that has.
Yeah, outlaw background.
Outlaw, no, I'm Outlander.
Yeah,
It's the Outlander background?
No. Snickle has Outlander background. Outlaw background is what you need to be able to read Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, I have Outlander as well.
You should ask Callie.
If only Callie were here, Callie would be able to read it.
She was on her way down, but the bucket thing got stuck. She'll be with us.
She'll be down eventually.
We just hear screeching in the distance at all times.
We don't know what that note says, though. They could be setting us up. So I think
what
that it's best that we stay on our toes.
We could call their bluff and say, "Oi, is this some kind of a joke?" And show them the code, see how they react.
We could.
Okay, or fuck it, whatever.
I do like the visual idea of you guys staying on your toes, but literally like just going down the hallway like ballerinas on point.
Like a scene from Scooby-Doo, just going down the corridors. With that Scooby-Doo music in the background, though. It's a chase music.
Are we all feeling
very proud? Like yes.
Are we all feeling adequately strong? I mean, if something goes sideways in here, do we have the energy to deal with it?
I'm always strong.
Yes, you are, Thandara. Yeah.
All right. Okay. You want to go in?
Yep, I do.
All
Quick
right.
save.
Let's do this thing. All right. So in this huge room that I am opening up for you now.
Nice tail, Shasta.
Thanks. Screw it myself.
Right. So, this particular room that you enter into is a throne room. Now, you can't see it here, annoyingly, but that center square where Zehas is standing right now is a big throne. Okay? Now, I will explain to you what's in the room because you can't see it here, annoyingly. I will see if I can draw it for you because, you know, I'm an expert artiste. There is I guess the remains of a wyvern dragon here. This is its, its wings, as you can obviously tell, and like its tail and stuff. Obviously you can see that this is some kind of dragon, or used to be some kind of dragon.
Are you Banksy?
There you go. Yeah, there you go. See, amazing. Aren't I so good at this? Right, so that's dead center in the middle of that giant room. Around it are shards of crystal. But this thing has been dead for a long time. You can see that there's the bones of it, its skull, and the wing flaps, its leather wing flaps are rotting still. And the stinger of the wyvern as well at the end. And then you can see that it's all intermingled with these various shards of clear crystal that are shattered across the floor, some chunks of crystal embedded still within the wyvern's wings. So yeah, it's all over the place. Then you have this throne, which is sat upon these marble steps. So that staircase that leads down 3 large marble steps. The height of this room is about 70 feet. And you can see the throne is made of interwoven bones, which have been bleached white, pure white. So it's kind of like it's very fancy. And on the actual armrests of the throne, you can see there's carvings have been made of like snakes across these armrests. There's also a velvet cushion in the middle of the throne. As you enter the door, there is a bandit dressed as a vampire. So as soon as you open the door, kind of turns to see you, baring his fangs, and he says, "What brings you here?"
Yes. Oh, very good disguise. We were given this.
So he takes the note from you and he reads it. Right, yeah, of course. You just need to head to that door right behind me. So he points to the door right behind the throne. Oh, but she's sleeping, so you just maybe knock first.
Is that her quarters?
It's Harrier's room over there. That's what this note says. Just
wouldn't necessarily want to disturb her straight away. What's these other rooms and this bizarre creature? Did you all kill this?
Oh. No, that's been there for a very long time. It was there when we moved in, to be completely honest with you, but we just can't shift it. So it's a nice feature that scares people.
I think we fought one of these, didn't we?
What is he?
We sure did. What are the 2 doors to the north?
Yep. So the top left door, I should really use the compass points, northwest door, that leads to their sleeping quarters, where more of a bandit group reside. The top corridor leads into a hall called the Hall of Heroes, he tells you, which is just it's, again, was already there when they moved in. It's a huge hallway full of statues depicting various heroes of time, warriors and whatnot. But they tend not to go down there that often, or very little at all, because there is signs of spiders, giant spiders and webbings and stuff, so they kind of leave that alone. They just kind of shut that door and like, okay, we don't want to get involved in that. They kind of stay up to their area.
Where are the rest of your group? We've heard from your friends outside that your group is very fond of your leader, and we would like to discuss with more of your group before we discuss directly with your leader, if possible.
When you say leader, which leader are you talking about? Are you talking about Harrier or are you talking about Uctal?
I kind of look at Welvin.
Now, the guys out front led us to believe that Harrier was your leader. Is that not the case?
Well, I mean, Harrier and Uctal, the joint leaders, but you know how sometimes you kind of fall in love with someone and it's really strong and really amazing, and then you hate them and want to kill them.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first part was lost on me, but yes.
Yeah, that's Uctal and Harrier, to be honest with you. So there's a little bit of a rift. Uctal,
If
he did some stuff. Harrier's pissed. So some of us, like myself, wait to see which way the wind blows. Others are more inclined to follow the leadership of one over the other.
where would we find this Uctal?
Oh, he'll be up in the northwest quarters somewhere, I'm guessing at this point, if he's not out sort of wandering the dungeons for treasure or whatever it is he does.
Can I approach the wyvern
Yeah,
and just kind of take a look at it?
yeah.
Are
you looking for anything specifically?
Is it all just its skeleton at this point completely?
Yeah, pretty much. The only part that is organic is like the leathery wings, which are decomposing.
Are there any teeth left?
Yeah, there will be.
Can I snap off a tooth?
Do you want it to be done stealthily, or do you want everyone to be able to see what you're doing, or this guy to be able to see what you're doing?
I was just going to take a
You
tooth.
just don't
Yeah.
care. Yeah, you go on.
No.
You can you can dislodge a tooth. He's not gonna care.
Cool.
He notices you taking a tooth. He kind of shakes his head and it's like, whatever.
Cool. I joined the group.
Cool.
I'd like to go up to the northwest quarters.
This note here says you're here to see Harrier. Now, I mean, far be it from me to question what's written down, so I will say stay in your lane, and the door's right behind me.
Your
The
friends
wind is blowing,
outside
friend.
were enamored by Harrier. There was really no talking them into any other direction. And we would like to see both sides of things here.
Okay, now at this point you see the guy kind of like moves his cloak aside and like shows his sword, and he's like takes the parchment and kind of folds it, puts it down, and he's like, who exactly are you?
With Vagjazzle. Have you not heard of us?
Is that name supposed to mean something to me?
I take it the note does not mention we are inspectors.
No, it doesn't. Only that you're here to see Harrier.
Feels like a perfect bard opportunity to tell the tales of the daring adventures of Vagjazzle.
As city inspectors.
As city inspectors.
Is that where you're going?
I say that, and I look to the group. Eh? Eh? No one answers. I whip out my flute.
All
and
right.
I start singing.
What are you singing? I mean, you have to give me the words, but give me the rough idea of what it is that you're attempting to achieve here.
I start with, let me tell you the tale of this adventuring duo who found work as inspectors and how we men all of the other inspections that we have successfully been on. Do-do-do-do-do.
And I, on top of Thundara, act whatever she's describing.
Okay.
Like a
Shadow puppets.
We heard that you were entertainers, and that's somewhat endearing to us because we are as well.
Entertaining
and I pull out my pan flute.
inspectors. Oh, right. Okay, so you're also doing something. What's Welvin doing? What's his job?
I
Dance, motherfucker, dance.
I'll just give it a little wiggle.
Right. What I need is I need two things from you guys. I need a performance check from everybody. It'll be a group performance check, so we need an overall success.
Totally gonna use my inspiration.
I would like for Derek to patent the Welvin wiggle at some point.
Yes,
I feel like
please.
that should exist.
I want to use my inspiration to reroll.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was thinking about doing that, but I don't know if it's a good time for it.
Thundara's performance 12 is okay. Welvin 14.
I got a 13 with my guidance.
14.
13, 14. Okay, you're fine on the performance. You do a fine performance. Enough to convince this person that you are entertainers, or at least were entertainers. Now, Thundara, comes the persuasion.
B. Oh, 9.
He's not going to believe.
11. Sorry, 11.
He's not going to believe you.
Can I use inspiration?
You can use inspiration.
I'm gonna do it. I lost where performance, not performance. You said persuasion, yeah?
Yeah, persuasion.
Jesus Christ. Okay. 10.
He's enjoying the performance. He lets it play out. When it does, he kind of watches you all, hears your song. He's entertained. He claps. He's like, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
It's just guards, and he shouts, and you hear footsteps from the northwest door approaching the door. The door flings open, and a bunch of bandits enter the room with their weapons drawn, ready to attack. You will need to roll initiative at this point.
Oh dear. Okay.
This feels like it might be my fault, but I don't think we should dwell on that fact. I think
I don't think it's anybody's
move
fault.
on.
I think it's just circumstances.
Yeah, it was just unlucky on the rolls. Let me just show you these guys.
All this sort out before we didn't manage to.
I would like to tell the guy, if you didn't like it, you just could have said so.
If you were entertainers, you know this business is cutthroat.
So
Now the high roll. Cool.
I love your drawing, by the way, Mo. It looks like Thundara just like owned the room.
yeah, right. Isn't it just fantastic? I don't know. Yeah, if they're like where Welvin is like problematic. I don't think Welvin would be there because he was performing with everybody else. So Welvin may have to scooch on down to the rest of the group.
Okay, because my intention was that I was walking up this direction when all that started playing out. So where do you want me?
I would say you're probably the thing is, if you're all performing and they were performing for this guy, So you're all going to have to be around. You can't be here because there's a throne there. Right, you walk in, and so you're all performing on this stage, on this thing.
Okay.
You
I
were heading
don't-
there, but when these guys started performing, you would have come back to join that performance. I mean, the performance was brilliant.
I know you've just put them all in the room,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if you would allow this, but
Tell me.
as soon as he says guards, I would have wanted to cast Moonbeam on the door.
Yeah, sure. That's absolutely fine. You would have had time because they would need to get up and come to you. So you can absolutely cast Moonbeam on the door. Brilliant. And so each of them can take some damage as they pass through the Moonbeam instantly before the initiative even starts. And I'll set up an encounter while you do that.
Am I doing just one and you'll do it for each is the same, or do you want me to roll for each?
We'll do it as one. It's just, it gets silly, doesn't it, to constantly keep doing those. Track initiative by adding tokens to the encounter. Add all the tokens. Brilliant.
That technically before initiative.
Yeah, this will all be before initiative. Because if these cast the Moonbeam before they've walked in, it will, yeah, it's totally okay.
It's not much. They'll take 6.
That's fine. So what I need to do first, though, is just write down your initiatives. So Marcella's not here. She's here, but she's not really here, is she? So I'm just going to remove her from the initiative order. Remove
No,
from
she
encounter.
quarterstaffs every turn, and we accept that.
I don't accept. Snickle, 17. Thundara,
It
15?
was...
Welvrin, 13. Pretty good. Zehas is...
I think I also rolled a
17?
17, but
Yep.
my dex is almost certainly lower.
And then we've got these guys, and I will firstly remove their health. Oh no, wait, this guy doesn't need to be there. Remove. Oh, these guys have all been added together, so let me see if I can split them out. Ungroup. Perfect. Auto roll their initiatives. Very nice. Is Claudia not going to... No, she's not going to have initiative. And the vampires are out of the encounter. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove some health from everyone once we start the combat. Okay, brilliant. So let's deal some damage.
Mario.
It's a mean.
Damage? Why won't it let me enter a number? Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. So we're just going to let 6 go on every single person. I think that's fair.
Oh, familiars do have their own. Or do you want to just have it as mine and it acts on the same turn?
Are you going to make Claudia fight or not?
I can cast spells through Claudia,
Okay.
so
I would say, okay, yeah, I can add Claudia into this. Is she just take the crab stats?
yes.
So what's that health? Because I've removed it from the screen, so I don't know anymore. Add to combat. I love how easy this is. It's okay, I've got it now, so it's fine.
2.
Okay.
Claudia, no!
No, she's got 3 on mine. She's got 3 health. I'll allow her to have 3 health. She is tiny.
I feel much better.
I rolled a 7 plus 0, so 7 on initiative.
It's all right. She's been auto put into the initiative order, so don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Cool.
so the moonbeam comes down. Pew, pew, pew. And so as these guys, they don't need to roll anything, do they?
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
think
so
it's
they're
just-
just going to take the... There's no saving throw for moonbeam, is there?
Hold on. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. And on a full save...
On a successful save, they take half as much damage.
And okay, and what is the what is your saving throw? Is it 14? 15?
16.
16. So fail, pass, fail, pass. 4 passes, 2 fails. So 2 of them will take full damage, and the other ones will take only half damage. sort that out. And obviously one of them isn't affected at all because they are next to you. Heal. And you are fine. And you are fine. Okay. Yes, that's great. So it's actually, yeah, so 3 and 2. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Let us get on with this madness.
I have a question.
Aye.
When I played my flute for the performance, did nothing magical happen?
No.
Okay, so it's not every time.
No.
Unless you count the performance itself, it was very magical. You did good.
Thank you.
It made a puppet out of Snickle. That was the magic.
You got me to dance. I mean, that's magical enough.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Right.
Good
We have
guys.
some combat music. And we're into battle. Okay. So after the initial smashing about, the first person who is going to get a turn is going to be this first bandit, the one who is behind you guys. And they're going to go ahead and make an attack. Let's see what they're going to do with their attack. Again, this used to be really good when it showed me everything, but it doesn't do that anymore. So I'll just have to pull it up onto another sheet. I'm digging this music. Yeah, I'm digging it, man. It's nice. Right, let's see. Oh, okay. First things first, it's going to, because of its distance, it's about 20 feet away. It's going to try and make a crossbow attack initially to the biggest target, which is obviously Thundara.
And it always.
Yeah, it always is you. So it's going to go ahead and make a ranged attack on Thundara. With a +3, 14 to hit. Where's Thundara's AC at?
AC 15.
15, so does not hit.
Nice.
The arrow, it's a light crossbow. It's not too bad, but I guess in this case the arrow probably bounced off of maybe one of your jewel stones that you wear around your body or your necklace or something, basically pinged off. Doesn't hurt you at all.
That Welvern gave back to me.
Yeah, that exact same one. There you go. So nothing happens, but Snickle is going to take the next turn.
Snickle is back. Okay. Right, I'm going to cast Spike Growth.
Oh, very good.
On that area.
What is the range? What's the distance of the spike growth?
20-foot radius.
So where would that's 2? Oh, 20-foot radius.
Radius of 40 feet.
Okay, so that's basically like all those squares.
Nice.
Effectively, and more.
Let me see where I want it. 20. Oh wait, 20 foot.
So each of those squares is 10 feet. Yeah.
Right, so this 20 foot that is showing me is the radius or the diameter? I'll tell from the tool.
From the tool, that'll be diameter. Because you can just count the squares. It's 4 squares, so it's.
I will put
so that's 40 feet.
There.
So it must be Is it? What's it telling you? 20 feet.
20-foot radius.
Okay, yeah. So that is a 20-foot radius. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, do you want to tell us spike growth? You want to explain it?
The ground in a 20-foot radius sphere, centered on a point within range, sprouts hard spikes and thorns.
Okay, and what happens to the people inside?
Becomes difficult terrain when a creature moves into or within the area. So if they're in it already and they move, they take 2 piercing damage for every 5 feet that they move.
They have to move, yeah. If they don't move, they don't take any damage, is that right?
If they don't move, they don't
Yep.
yeah.
Cool.
But there's no condition of the damage. It doesn't say you have to save.
No, it just does 2 every single 5 feet that they move. Yeah, nice.
So that's my turn, and as a bonus action, I am going to drop down and hide behind Thundara.
Nice.
As a hide action.
Nice. Cool.
So no one moves.
Right. Next bandit's this guy up here. Now, the only problem is these guys would love to hit you, but he is currently blocked by the body of the wyvern, and obviously you are up these stairs, so he's not going to be able to attack you directly. He's going to have to try and move into an area where it can get a shot. So it's going to move across. Now, where it's standing at the moment, that is 5 feet and then another 5 feet. So I had to move 10 feet through this. It's going to take 4 damage as a result.
2d4?
Oh, sorry, 2d4.
2d4 every 5 feet.
Yeah, hold on. So the first one is 3 damage. The first 5 feet is 3 damage. And the next 5 feet is also 3 damage. So this guy's like pretty haggard. Coming out, he's like bleeding, his legs all cut up, blood trailing across the floor. He's just screaming in agony, but lifts up his crossbow to take aim. Again, aiming at Thundara, who is blocking you, Snickle, and is the biggest target available. 16, 17 to hit. That does hit. And it's going to do 1d8 plus 1 of piercing damage. 4 damage to Thundara. This arrow doesn't miss, lands right into your chest. Boof. Gets you right there.
Ow.
Ow. I love
Under
it.
the heart.
And this guy's just like, because he's right up against the wall, so he kind of like leans on the wall, panting. His like leg is still bleeding and torn up. He's still got some thorns. There's like a, I guess like a vine of thorns from the spike growth, still like sticking to his leg, trailing across the floor as well.
This is the guy that's right behind
No,
us?
this is the guy who's up the bandit, up top right of the screen.
Okay, I see.
He moved out of the growth to hit you. It's now your turn, Thundara.
I don't know if this would be badass if it's something I can do, but I would like to take the arrow.
Is it my turn?
Huh?
I was.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah, Zayas.
Oh yeah, then it would be. I only rolled a 15.
Oh yeah, why has it put you in front of Zahas? Oh, for some reason it's given Zahas a 15 AC. Oh, that's weird. No, you go first, CG. Don't worry. I don't know why this is.
Yeah.
Or am I misremembering my roll?
No. I can
No,
see
you
your
got
roll. It is a
17.
17. It's done Thundara's correctly. It's done yours wrong. Snickles is right. Welvrin's is also correct. It's just yours. I must have entered it wrong. I'm blaming it, but it must be me.
User error.
Yeah.
So 2024 Moonbeam rule changes
Yeah.
now say if the aura moves on to you, damage is taken. Unlike other spells, it doesn't say it teleports when you move it.
Mhm.
It's my entire magic action to move it. So what I think that means is, and what I can find on Reddit, is I can drag this across 60 feet's worth of people, doing damage along the way, like an ion cannon, essentially.
I believe that is correct. I did see this somewhere, and I just want to double check it myself. Hold on. One card check shift. Blah blah blah. Moonbeam second level. This is 2024. Yes, it is. It's for 1 minute. Damage is increased by 1d10. A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius. Is that right? That's Moonbeam. 5-foot radius.
Yeah, the radius on the
40
actual
foot
beam
center.
itself is
Yeah.
pretty small. but-
Sentinel on a point within range until the spell ends. Dim light, blah blah blah. You can take a magic action on later turns to move it up to 60 feet, yes. When the cylinder appears, each creature in it makes a constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d10 radiant damage. If the creature is shapeshifted, it reverts to its true form. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage. A creature also makes the save when a spell's area moves into its space,
Yeah.
and when it enters the spell's area or ends its turn there. It only
Which I
makes
think is a
one save per turn. Yeah.
flip of the old rules
Yeah.
where it's if you start in the aura.
Yeah,
Whereas now I can move the aura over them.
exactly.
So I think I can drag it over all 4 of those bandits.
1, 10.
That's about 60 feet.
5 feet. Yeah, so that would be 10
you
feet,
move it multiple
20,
times?
30. So all the 4 of those no, you can only do once per turn. As in, they will only have to do the save once per turn.
Yeah.
So you can't just in, out, in, out, in, out. But over
Although
separate
that would be
turns you
fun.
can. Yeah.
But can you like do that sort of movement?
Yeah. You can move it in any way you want as long as it's within 60 feet movement. You're totally fine. So you're gonna do from the top of the door, basically zigzagging it down.
Yeah.
And just to get
However it gets all 4 of them.
All 4 of them. So that will take up 10, 15, 20, 30. That will take about 30 and a bit feet. So you still have more feet. Or if you want to keep it there to use it for...
I would like to leave it on Bandit C.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was imagining. Bandit C. Okay, that's totally fine. Yeah, you'll be able to do that. No problem. So each of these guys will have to make a saving throw. And it's against 16. Is that right?
Yep. And it's 13 damage this time.
13 damage. Right. The first one... Oh, wait. Which is Constitution saving?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Hold on. Oh, where's my bandit? Constitution +1. Okay, saved. Fail. 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 1 save. That takes half the damage. And what was the damage?
13.
13 damage.
Yep.
So, yeah, okay. So that's half. That's Bandit C saves. And otherwise it's 13 damage. So Bandit D... Where is Bandit D? That's up there. Yeah, D, E, and F. F, yep. And the other guy. So as the beam moves across, this is doing radiant damage, is it not?
I think so. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's radiant damage.
2d10 radiant.
2d10 radiant damage. So this moon beam kind of lights up these guys as it moves across, and as it does, it leaves this kind of like, I guess, a radiant fiery inferno. So it's not like hot fire, but it's like a light fire. It looks like light, basically. I guess it burns from the inside, but each of those bandits that you see, E, D, and F, drop dead to the floor as the moonbeam passes through them, landing on C, who screams in agony as the moonbeam is down on them, screaming. The other guys, they'd be dead.
I say to Welvin, I seem to be getting much more comfortable with death nowadays.
Thundara is just maniacally laughing at the badassery of what just happened.
Yeah.
I'm not going to move, and I don't have anything to do as a bonus.
Okay, so that makes it Thundara's turn.
I'm gonna turn on Bandit A
Yeah.
and go just to slice him, like stab him right in the throat.
Oh wow. Okay. With your stab him or like
My great sword.
great sword. Oh yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Let's do it. Let's do this thing.
And then... Boop. I hate how slow my dice rolls.
Yeah, there is a way of fixing that. That does not hit. Your sword. Gets strikes against the strongest part of his armor, failing to stab. The armor deflects the sword. Anything else you want to do? You don't get any other actions.
I can do more. I think I have a thing. Do they count as creatures, or is creatures just specifically like
Yeah, anything.
monsters?
Anything's a
Or,
no.
okay.
Even the bandits are still creatures. Any creature is, yeah, and anything that
I'd
moves
like-
basically.
I'd like to use Storm's Thunder
Oh yeah.
as a reaction.
Oh wait, what? As a reaction? Hold on a second. To what? That's
Can I
a
do that
reaction.
if
If it's a reaction, the thing has to happen, and then you use it.
Well,
It's a-
yeah, I meant for like the next turn. Is that not what I can do? I can't
I
put
think
it in action now.
Is it a
for-
bonus action? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Right. If it's under the list of reactions, it means it will trigger automatically when it's
Oh,
when the specified.
so it
thing
happens when I call it.
Yeah. So I'm just going to
Okay.
read it quickly just to make sure. Storms, thunder, storm giant. When you take damage from a creature, you can take a reaction. Yeah, so that happens. It's automatic. Like, so when you take damage, then you say, I'm going to use that. That's going to be my bonus action, and I will react and do some stuff to them. And then you knock one off
Okay.
of that list.
Then I'd like to use my bonus action of activate large form.
Ooh, okay. Cool. So now for 10 minutes, you're going to be one size larger than you are. Which makes you pretty fucking huge, basically.
Would you like to supersize your Goliath?
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we now move to Welvrin.
Disappointedly, I'm going to just kind of say into the ether that nobody ever lets me go first. And cast 2 Eldritch Blasts at Bandit C and B.
One on each.
Yep.
Cool. Roll to hit.
So 18 to hit first
One,
one.
yeah. That hits, obviously.
And 11 to hit the second one.
That one does not hit.
Okay.
You want to do the damage for that one? That does hit?
Yep. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Does this one have the
that-
force as well?
Let's see. Is
Or
that
is
an
that late?
automatic thing?
Is that in a later level?
Well, I know that I have it. Repelling blast. Choose. Oh yeah. So yeah, pushes it up 10 feet straight away from me, which doesn't really matter.
No. Well, it's so which one?
It could matter.
Yeah. So Bandit C is the one that you managed to hit. And so you push it away from you, Welvrin, pushing Bandit C. The Eldritch Blast flies over the wyvern's skeletal body, smashes into the bandit, pushing it back against the wall. So as the blast hits him, he dies straight away, and then his body is pushed, ragdoll, smashes against the wall, and you hear the crack of bones as it kind of slumps to the floor, all in a very kind of weird and awkward position. And you can see the back of his skull as his head hits the floor, is completely crushed in, and there's just smearing of blood just splattered against the wall where his body's pushed against it.
Wrong.
Zendara laughs again. No, nice.
There's a lot of bloodlust from Thundara here.
It's always lusting.
Yeah, always lusting.
She was so kind before she took an arrow to the chest.
Yeah. So Bandit C is gone. Took a lot of damage there.
Rip Bandit C.
Yeah.
I like to think the legs got ripped off because it was stuck in thorns as well.
That was where my mind was too.
Yeah, oh, nice. Yeah, of course. I even forgot about that. That's brilliant. Yeah.
And then the legs get burnt to ashes.
Yeah. All of the above. All of those things happen. So Bandit B, now seeing the power of Welvrin, goes to attack Welvrin. again with a ranged attack, because they're not going to get close to you losers. That does hit 19, so it's going to do 8 damage to Welvrin.
Okay. So hold on. So I just killed that guy.
Yeah.
So I gained temporary 9 hit points.
Yeah, you gain your temporary hit points, correct?
And I take okay. So
then
just
you
wanted to
take-
make sure I had my temporary hit points right.
Then you take 8 damage.
Oh. Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Does Claudia want to do anything?
Yes, Claudia is going to move on to Thundara.
Nice.
Just realised how you spell Claudia.
Yeah,
So-
that's how you spell Claudia. Otherwise, it's not
All this
hard, is
time?
it? Yeah. That's why it's called Claudia, right? Because it got claws.
Yeah,
Wait a
One
second.
spelling is correct.
So,
Come up with the name.
so Claudia can cast spells, or Zehas can cast spells through Claudia. Claudia is now on Thundara. That makes Thundara a tank. In quite literal sense.
Yes. I love this. Crab, she's
Double
got
barrel, double barrel tank, arrows and everything.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. At this point, the door to your left opens
Uh-oh.
and Harrier comes out because obviously there's a lot of noise and fucking shit going down. So let me just unfog. And then behind her is the flesh golem. As she enters the room, I'm going to add them into the combat. Just a second. I need to add their tokens. So we have
He looks like a pirate.
I mean, this is the token for a bandit captain. So, and then beside her, the flesh golem. I'm going to add those into the turn order now, and they will get their initiatives. And they get added in. So, as she enters, she's going to be able to take the first move. Now, 1 second. I just have to make sure that I have given Anna the correct sheet.
What was that guy's name again? Oktar.
Tall.
Uktal.
Oktal. Thank you. I'm gonna yell. Oktal sends his regards.
You son of a bitch!
I love it.
Damn.
Hold on, I just need to check. I need to send this shit over to Anna.
I do not have.
No, it's alright. I know. I'm gonna
Okay.
send it to you now.
I've been holding on to that inspiration since the first fucking session, and I used it and I rolled 1 less than I originally rolled. That's so disappointing. Some steaming hot bullshit.
Right, I think we're pretty much sorted now. So Anna will be playing Harrier, the captain of bandits, and I will be playing the flesh golem. So I'll just do whatever Anna wants me to do. But Anna goes first in this particular order now, because that's where we're at. So Anna, after you.
I'm gonna attack Zehas because he freaking said my ex-boyfriend's name. How dare you? Gimtar? Scimitar?
Yeah, scimitar. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna go in with a sword. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah. Gonna
Alright,
stab him.
So you move up to Zehas. Pow.
Yes.
Okay. And you go in for the attack. Now, do you want to roll? Do you have dice to roll, or do you want me to roll it for you?
I don't have any dice.
Alright,
Sorry, I did not know that I was
did.
going. I didn't know the party would choose violence today.
Yeah.
I should have.
They always
You
do.
did?
Well, we sure didn't try.
That is a 19 to hit.
Oof.
I just wanted to play my
Yeah, that
flute.
hits. Yeah,
Yeah, that does hit.
That
Okay.
definitely hits.
So the thing is, she's going to make 2 attacks with the scimitar. The next one is a 18 to hit.
That
Yep.
also hits.
Good. So from those two, you're going to take 12 damage. And then she's going to follow it up with an attack from her dagger. That is a
Jesus
nat
Christ.
20.
3 attacks.
Which is going to be...
Is that an offhand thing?
no, that's just her 3 attacks. It's going to be a 8 damage with the dagger. Critical.
I don't think we should talk about her ex-boyfriend.
She was very angry. In your... in that moment, before the end of your turn, Harrier, would you like to tell your flesh golem who it should attack on its turn?
I'm going to direct the flesh golem at the biggest target in the room,
Yep.
Thundara.
Cool.
What?
Nice.
But even bigger.
She's
Yeah.
she's a big target, and she's right there.
Yeah, it makes complete sense. No
Shocked.
mercy. No mercy.
You come into my house, you mention my ex who's trying to steal my freaking gang. No, absolutely not.
I just wanted to play my fucking flute and sing a song. I didn't do shit.
A song of lies.
I didn't even successfully stab Bandit A.
Flesh
I've
Golem
done less
hearing
than nothing.
Flesh Golem
Jeffrey!
hearing all this offers his 2 cents. And
Well
we move
spoken,
on.
Adam.
It's Bandit A. Bandit A is now like enthused because the Flesh Golem and the captain have arrived, and he's like, "Captain, my captain!" And then goes in with the scimitar to attack, because obviously the giant is right in front. That's going to be a 15 to hit. Now I don't know if that hits Thundara, does it? 15?
I have 15 armor class. Is that what that means?
Yeah, so what did we decide?
Play the sides?
Meets it, beats it.
Meets
Oh.
it, beats it. So yes.
So it's meets it, beats it when it's on a roll against a static number. Its tie goes to the player if it's a contested roll. So if you're both rolling.
Yeah. So meets it, beats it. So it does hit, and it's going to do some slashing damage to you.
Storm.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember what it's called.
That you do get the reaction. It has to do damage to you first. So it's going to do 6 damage to you.
Storm.
Yes. Okay. So you take 6 damage. Tick off one of your Storm's Thunder. You can take a reaction to deal 1d8 thunder damage to the creature. Would you like to roll the d8?
Okay, wait, hold on. I took the damage, and then I tick off the thingy,
Yeah.
and then what?
You roll a d8. I think you can click Storm's
Could have
Thunder,
had a
maybe?
D8.
I don't know, I haven't tried
It's not
this.
giving me an option to roll anything with it.
Well,
Maybe, was it right?
there's I don't know. There's a
Oh, I see it.
Is it?
Mhm.
Is there a
It's rolling.
Okay, cool. 6. Very nice. That's 6. To Bandit A. Yeah, cool. So that 6, the thunder damage. So he's kind of like takes this damage. He hits you, and then all of a sudden feels this force kind of like reverberate through his body. His teeth are like shattering quite violently. You even see like a tooth fall out and hit the floor as this kind of thunder shock goes through his body. He's still alive, but he looks pretty fucking shaky. Snickle, take it away, buddy.
Rattled a little bit by the damage, lightning
Oh
coming.
yeah, that's true. You're there too. You're on top.
You're doing good, buddy.
And so's Claudia.
Oh, buddy. Says Claudia. Just throw them into the spike pit if you want. That's not a bad idea. And after I say that Thunder, I'm technically still in hidden mode, so I can attack with advantage, I believe.
Yes. Who are you attacking?
I want to attack the guy up the bandit B, is it?
Yeah, then that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
finish him off because he looks damage. So I'm just gonna roll to hit with advantage with my short bow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll not bother with my extra bonuses for this one.
No, he doesn't have much health left, I can tell you that now.
Yeah.
If you're not going to kill him, then I'll say take all your bonuses, but I don't think it's going to be a problem.
23 to hit.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
And the damage for that is 9.
Yeah, he's good, mate. He's good. Your arrow kind of goes right through his chest, and I guess he's right up against the wall, so it kind of pins him against the wall. The arrow is stuck there as he's like dead, but kind of like stuck to the wall on this arrow that's through his chest. Goodbye, Bandit B.
Alas, fair Bandit B, I knew you well.
Okay,
Correct.
now
My second action.
oh,
my
yeah,
second
holy
attack.
shit, yeah,
I mean, sorry.
second.
2 attacks. I am going to attack the golem. What's the distance between the golem and the captain?
I mean, this is about 5 feet. They're very
5
close to each other. Yeah.
So let me roll to hit, and it's probably a medium-sized creature, right? Not
the
small.
golem is not
I'm
small.
small,
Yeah, it's
but
not small.
bigger
It's
than
either
me.
large or
So I'll use
it's medium. It's medium.
I'll use my goblin thing to do 3 extra damage.
Oh,
One use of that Fury of the Small. The golem hasn't taken any damage yet.
not yet. No.
Do the other thing. What was my third thing I could do? Right, I'm still attacking with advantage because I have
Wait,
Vex.
didn't the golem take damage from Thundara's reaction?
No, that wasn't against the golem. That was
And-
against Bandit.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Alright.
Yeah, and I still attack with advantage, even if I'm not hiding. I have Vex because I've already dealt damage.
Excuse me.
Actually, it says I only have advantage if I attack the same creature. Do I have advantage still from stealth or not?
No, not now because everyone's seen you.
What about if I'm very high on top of a
I
very
wouldn't
big
consider that to be
creature?
high enough for height advantage.
Okay, cool. Alright, never mind. Alright, I'll attack the golem first,
Mhm.
and my bonus comes after that. Let's see if this one hits. No advantage. 14?
Yeah, hits.
Ooh, okay. Let me do just damage to begin with for that. $11 damage.
Nice.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to use my Hail of Thorns
Oh,
spell at level 1, which does what? As you hit a creature, so this is a triggers when you hit a creature. This spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition. The target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it make a dexterity saving
okay.
throw,
Let's do that.
which is a 15. They have to pass.
15. Okay, so the golem does not. It fails, and the bandit captain's nat 20. So,
Okay,
saves.
so 1d10 or half if they succeed.
okay. One. Do you want to give me what the d10 is? What's the damage?
Oh, do I have to roll the d10?
You roll. You roll the d. You do the damage. You roll the d10.
Is it any type of damage? I guess it's just piercing.
Piercing damage. Yeah.
There you go.
What's that?
8.
8. Okay. Cool.
8 and a 4 extra.
Cool.
And
the bandit
that's-
captain's
and
going to
that's
take
my
some
bonus
damage.
action already, so that's my turn done.
Awesome. All right, Thundara, you're up, mate.
Yeah.
Me.
Oh shit! I
Yeah,
keep
it's
forgetting
not
this.
me.
Yeah, Zehas. I wish I could change this order. Why
Won't
can't
be
I?
in these fuckers.
Hold on. Wait, I might be able to.
I mean,
change
can I
this.
just
Wait.
if you? Because if you can just bypass your turn,
No,
you
I've got
should be
it.
able
I
to
fixed
change
it. I
the
fixed
change
it.
order.
I fixed it. There.
Good job.
It's fixed now. Right, Zehas.
So I'm going to pull out a piece of iron, and I'm going to spit blood on the floor, and then wipe some on the piece of iron and start casting an incantation. And I'm going to shove that piece of iron towards the bandit captain and cast Hold Person.
Ah, very nice. I like it. I like it a lot.
Which is a Wisdom 16.
Ooh, what's the modifier? Let me check. Bandit Captain. I sent this already to a thing. Wisdom.
Wisdom 16.
16 fails.
Nice. So the bandit captain is now paralyzed, which means they are incapacitated, so they can't move or speak. They automatically fail any strength or dex saving throws. Attack rolls against them have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a crit.
Cool.
And then I'm going to walk away.
No.
Because they can't opportunity attack me.
No, they can't. They can't do
Get
anything
out of
to
there.
you.
Was this the captain?
Yeah, this is
Yes,
the
the
captain.
bandit captain is now paralyzed.
Nice.
And it also means if they are giving controls to the golem, then they can't anymore.
No, they can't do any more. No, they've already told the golem what they want it to do, so the golem's gonna do, but it can't do anything else.
So Moonbeam is gone because Hold Person
Yep.
is concentration. Bonus action, Bear.
Turn into a bear.
Bear.
Sick. Bear House is back,
Bear.
Bonus action, bear.
but still the mustache on the bear, obviously. So let's get
A wet
Bear House.
mustache.
Yeah, let's get. Well, he won't be. No, I think once he turns into a bear, he's not a thingy anymore, is he? Let's. Do you want to be a black bear or a brown bear? Oh no, I think you can only be a
Black Bear is the challenge rating that
Yeah.
I can do.
So you are that one now. So Zehas goes into hiding, and the black bear takes Zehas's place. And the black bear goes into turn order. Can you roll initiative for the black bear? I guess it will still be the same as yours, right?
Yeah, it's me.
It won't.
It is
won't
me.
change.
And the bandit captain gets to re-roll that save at the end of their turn.
Yeah, end of the turn. Which basically, if they can't do anything, it's that turn. Right. Amazing moves. Now we go to Thundara.
I
Yeah,
want to read. Well,
Tell me.
okay,
tell me.
none of you guys are in front of me. I want to use my amulet of amplification
Ooh, yes.
on.
Have you used it
it's-
yet today?
I've
In
not
this
today.
day? No, you haven't. Okay, yes, that's fine. You can.
I just need to check the cone radius of it. If I can find it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Where'd it go?
Effect of 25 feet in a cone shape from the wearer. So
Yeah.
that's 2 squares wide?
Yeah, about 2 squares, yeah. 2 and a bit squares.
So I'm able to get the bandit, all 3 of those enemies in one, or no? Is the bandit too close to my right?
The bandit's too close, you would have to move and then they would get an opportunity attack. But you can get the golem and the captain. That not that it matters to the captain because she can't do anything anyway.
Yes, yeah. So is it...
Your attack against the bandit captain would have advantage and would crit automatically if it hits.
Yeah.
But isn't the amulet of amplification just kind of the effect of petrifying?
Yeah, basically. So it doesn't really
So
have
would
an
it be
effect.
useless?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So I'd like to use it on the bandit.
Okay. And what did I say the saving throw was on that amulet? It should be on the description. They have to do a constitution saving throw. I think it's 14.
Strength score? Is that what I'm looking at? Oh, Constitution saving throw 8 plus strength modifier?
Yeah.
Okay. So what What am I rolling? Just 8?
No, you don't have to do anything. You just tell me what your strength modifier is.
Oh, okay. I'm learning things. Plus 4.
4, so 8 plus 4, 12. They have to roll 12 Constitution saving throw. So they roll 15, so they save, so they don't get frightened.
Bitch.
But what do you shout anyway?
Okay. I shout. Ah!
That's your bonus action. Now what do you want to do as your actual action?
I'm gonna take my greatsword and slice at their throat.
Okay, so can you do that? Then roll the attack.
Yes. I'm never using the sword ever again as long as I live.
Was it bad? Oh
A
shit!
critical fail.
Wow. Okay, so
Critical fail just falls out of your hand anyway.
yeah,
Wait,
well,
are they-
I'm not going to do that.
Are they
this time.
petrified?
No, not the bandit. No,
Oh,
it didn't work.
Never mind.
It failed. It saved on the. So you scream at them like "Wah!" and then you go to attack them, and your sword kind of like you misjudge it. The sword doesn't fall from your hand, but you misjudge it and doesn't. And he just looks at you and is like, "Didn't scare me." Stupid giant.
I'm gonna have some severe self-doubt after this
Yeah,
day.
definitely.
This is
Dandara's thinking.
okay.
Dandara's thinking with all this intelligence, I've become a worse
I'm not even
fighter.
rolling for dex. It doesn't matter. Nothing's been different.
Exactly. Well, yeah, it's Dandara. Now she's overthinking.
Oh shoot. So I can't. That was
That's
My amulet was a bonus
that's everything.
action.
Yeah, that's
so I
everything.
can't move.
You can move. Of course you can.
Oh yeah, I want to move.
If you move, he will get an opportunity attack against you, but you just have to. You can still move.
I mean, it's fine. I'm gonna back up. Can I go kind of behind-ish and in between Welvern and Black Bear?
16. You can. It will hit. You'll take 4 damage.
Even because they hit me?
Yeah.
Storm.
I don't know if it
Can I do
works if
that?
it's an opportunity attack. I think it has to be.
Okay.
I'm not
it's
sure.
any damage, isn't it?
Let me just check that. Any damage? Storm's Thunder, creature within you. Yeah. Yeah, it said when you take damage. Yeah, so yeah, you can do it. You
Storm.
can do it. Okay, do the 1d8 roll.
Okay. I need to get back to the thingy. Reaction storm. Why does this? Why my option for rolling 1d8 is? There we go. 6.
6. So you roar in his face and you try to hit him and he's like, "Pff, not scared of you." Then he sees you trying to run away and he's like, "Hi, fucking scared of me." And then he goes to hit you, hits you, starts to laugh, and then all of a sudden the thunder shock goes back into his body. At this point, his teeth already loose, shake and fall to the floor, and he's like, and then like his heart stops, and he just drops dead to the floor.
That was
And I
amazing.
kick him as I walk away.
Just
Imagine
back-
being
Bitch.
so rubbish you die to a passive ability.
That was actually very a tactical move. Very smart, I would say.
Thank
The
you.
reaction like that. Deliberately. Totally, it was deliberate.
It was deliberate.
You did choose to do it, so I will give you that. Well, Vryn.
Small
right.
clarification on paralysis, sorry. It's all attacks have advantage. It's only if you're within 5 feet that it's an auto crit.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, we have a
Um,
raid.
Ooh.
Hello, Raiders.
Welcome, raiders. Thanks for joining us. We're just in the middle of combat, so we will get onto it. But thank you very much for being here. And yes, this is the team.
Hi, team.
Hi, I hope you guys
Hello,
have had a good raid.
ladies. Hi,
Feel free to write in chat what you guys have been up to, and I'll read it. But yes, in the middle of combat, let's carry on. Well read.
Okay. I'm gonna move back up here,
Uh huh.
and I'm going to cast Hunger of Hater.
Ooh, okay.
And that is automatic. I don't have to roll the hit, obviously. So there's my pack slot. It's a 20-foot radius, which I have to is huge.
Yes.
And I'm gonna kind of do this guy. Do I need to read it, or
if you read it, just so that everyone can know what it's what's up.
So I open a gateway to the far realm, a region infested with unspeakable horrors. A 20-foot radius sphere of darkness appears, centered on a point within range, and lasting for the duration. The sphere is difficult terrain and is filled with strange whispers and slurping noises, which can be heard from up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and any creature fully within it has a blinded condition.
Okay.
And then, any creature that starts its turn in there takes 2d6 cold damage and must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage from otherworldly tentacles.
Yep. Nice. Okay. So that's amazing. I love it so much. So let me just check what this does to our people. So we've got cold damage and acid damage if fail. Yeah? And that's on the start of their turn. Is that right?
On the start of their turn, yeah.
Okay, excellent.
And the bandit captain automatically fails because of hold person.
Yes. Amazing. Claudia's going to get a turn now. Does Claudia want to do anything atop of Thundara?
Nope, just hanging on to Thundara's back.
Nice.
Thundara probably doesn't even know Claudia's there.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Okay, so the flesh golem's going to take its turn now. Obviously, the first thing that's going to happen is going to need to take that damage from the Hunger of Adar. So let's go and do that. That is 2d6 cold damage. So I'm going to roll that now. That is a 7 cold damage. Then it needs to roll a saving throw. Dexterity saving throw. And what's the save DC?
15.
15. It rolls a 15. So that saves. So it's going to take. Is that half or none?
No acid damage.
None. Okay. So no, it's going to have no rubbing tentacles. No milky rubbing tentacles on the flesh golem today. That's what it says in the description. All right.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Wait, between this and the slurping noises,
I
don't know.
Milky slurping tentacles.
That's what it says. Look, it's what's in the book.
I don't think it's crazy for me to think that your brain came up with something like that.
I can't disagree with you, but in this case, it is actually written in the text. Right. The bandit captain goes now to take their turn. So the first thing the bandit captain's going to do is take all of the damage that is possible. So it first takes the 2d6 of cold damage, which is a full 12 points of cold damage. It actually got double sixes. So this is pretty amazing. I've been rolling really well today. Well or terribly, depending on which side of the fence you sit on. And then it's going to take a further 2d6 of acid damage. Let me just check for any resistances. I don't think we have any. Saving throws. No, we're good. So 2d6 of... that's only 2 damage. That's 2 1s. So I did 2 6s and 2 1s. That's pretty good. Kind of evens out at the end of the day, so that's all fine. Right. Now, they can't actually do anything, so the first thing they're going to do is attempt to save the whole person. What was that check?
Wisdom 16.
Nat 20. They are no longer held.
Bummer.
But that is
But they are blind.
Huh? But
They sure are blind.
Yeah, they are blind though. So I guess they can't see. What they can move. It's difficult terrain, isn't it?
No, it's the end of their turn.
Oh yeah, it's the end of their turn. They can't do anything. You're absolutely correct. Snickle.
We invite Anna here to voice these characters just to never let her speak.
I know. Anna's here for the show now. This is
I mean, you come out and do 24 damage to me. I'm going to make sure you can't do anything for a while.
Yeah, fair.
You can talk now, though, Anna. You're just blinded. Now, but
Just
now,
blinded.
Just hold on a second, just to double check the. Okay, it's a sphere of blackness, which means that even though they're blinded, no one can see in either, right? Because it's a sphere of blackness.
Yeah, nothing can illuminate it.
Yeah. Right. So, Snickle, it's your turn, but you can't see the enemy.
They can't see us,
They can't see you. You can't see them.
so we
Oh,
could
is
just
it
walk
darkness?
away.
You could walk away.
Or just go through the door.
The hunger of the thingy lasts for 1 minute. So that's about 10 rounds or something like that.
I can still attempt to shoot where I thought they were, though, right?
You can try. It will be at a disadvantage.
How much is Octar paying you to do this?
Okay.
Oh, you'll have
What
to
me?
wait for your turn, Bandit Captain, if you're going to shout random shit into the ether.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide behind Thandara again.
Okay.
To have advantage to cancel out the disadvantage.
I see. Okay, yeah, so it's just a normal roll. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
And I'm
accept
gonna
it.
shoot in the direction where the flesh golem was last.
Scene. All right. Let's see if it hits.
Oh god, 13 this time.
It does hit.
It does hit. Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna apply the Colossus thing to this one.
Uh-huh.
So the what does that say? Colossus is 1d8, so the damage it takes is a 5 plus my actual damage, which is 8,
Oh.
13.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's alive or dead because I can't technically see in there. But because I did damage it, I still get advantage because of Vex, right?
Oh, on the second attack?
On the second, because Vex says if you hit a creature,
Yeah.
you have advantage on your attacks against that creature on your next.
Yeah,
before
it's
your
it's
next
yeah,
round.
but it'll just be a normal roll.
It'll cancel
Yeah,
out
it'll
again.
cancel out again,
what I
yeah.
mean. Yeah, because I'm out of hiding, it's going to be the same thing. So I'll just attack it again. Hopefully, and it's 18
Yeah.
to hit, and the damage for this one is 9.
9, very good.
Well, and that's the end of my turn. Yeah,
And what was the first damage? Was 13, wasn't it?
13 plus 9. Yeah.
Which is 22. Yeah, perfect. Great. Right. It is now Bear House.
Can't see in there. It's difficult terrain as well, right?
Yeah,
If I were to try and charge in.
yeah. And you would then be affected by the spell as well.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm
it's
just going to
friendly
kind of
fire, so-
stand roughly where I might expect someone to come out
Okay.
and hold my multi-attack action.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Right. Thundara.
How far can I move in a turn?
You can move 30 feet?
3
35
squares?
feet.
3.5.
Okay.
These squares were
20,
10, weren't they?
30.
These squares are 10, yes. So like 3 squares.
So could I move around the darkness and place myself over here?
Yeah, of course. That's totally fine.
And Snickle's still on me.
Yep. Yes, I
And
think so.
Claudia.
Yeah, Claudia's definitely on you. I don't know if Snickle got off, though, to hide behind you, though, didn't he? So he's not
No, I'm
behind.
still hiding. She's got enough places
Okay.
for me to hide, I guess.
All right.
How is Thundara looking to me?
Beautiful.
looking
Yeah.
bloodied?
A
No,
little
good.
bit, but not. She's not. I don't think she's terribly bad.
Not to a point that would worry me.
No.
Nope.
No.
You're probably the worst off of anybody.
Yeah. Truth. Okay. Right.
And that's my turn, yeah?
That's your turn. So you are you readying an action like Zehas did as well?
I mean,
In case if anybody comes out of there, you can sort of prepare yourself to attack should anyone emerge.
I'd like to switch my greatsword for my great axe. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
And just kind of be ready with it to swing whoever
Yeah.
comes near me.
Should probably stop calling it a great sword, to be honest.
Yeah. It's just
I
shit.
know,
sword.
it's a mediocre sword at best.
You could just throw it in there. Maybe it might hit someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My luck, I'd roll a 1 and it'd bounce off a wall and then stab me in the face.
Yeah. Probably. Great. It's a great sword.
Welcome to the club.
You've become Welvrin with your intelligence. You've turned into Welvrin now.
Amazing.
Just for those on Twitch, we have ads in a minute, just so you're aware. We won't pause, but if you want to watch without ads, you can come over to YouTube. The links are !YouTube.
And
And pinned. Welvrin, your turn, my friend.
I'm just gonna kind of move back over here, create some distance, and keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. Okay, fine. No worries. Claudia, do you want to do anything, Claudia?
You can hold an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, if you see
Can
someone.
I
Yeah, of
with
course you can.
concentration?
No,
Okay.
So you can basically just say, if I see someone, I'm holding an Eldritch Blast for them, basically.
Okay.
That's just your
Um,
attack.
Yeah, no, I would like to do that. I thought that I couldn't hold anything, so yeah.
Yeah, you can. You can always hold anything as long as, like, obviously, the thing you're doing requires concentration. As long as you don't want to cast another spell which requires concentration, and even if you did, you could still hold the action, and then you could cast it, and then it would eliminate this one, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But if the action, if the circumstance doesn't evolve, like doesn't happen, you basically don't do anything. So if no one emerges from there, nothing happens.
It's pretty good for you as well,
Blast for that. Yeah.
because Eldritch Blast doesn't cost you anything, whereas if someone holds a spell, it uses the spell slot.
Yeah, even if it doesn't get used.
Right.
So you're all good.
Yeah.
Flesh Golem's going to take a turn now. What would the bandit captain like the Flesh Golem to do?
Bandit Captain can't see anything.
No. it
Yeah,
can
Bandit
still-
Captain
can't see, but it can still tell the Flesh Golem to do anything it wants.
Can the
Who-
flesh
it's-
golem see?
No.
Is that a thing? Okay.
Go after Marcella. No, I'm kidding. I just see her on the map in the corner over there.
Yeah, I need to remove her. Well, she's still here, but not here.
Yeah.
She's praying for us outside.
Yeah, that's true. Outside the door.
Sorrows and prayer, sorrows and prayer.
Sorrows and prayers. I'm not really familiar with what a flesh golem can
I mean, you
do.
can just
so what I
you can
try-
just tell it to like get out, like find a
Get
way out
out.
or something.
Get me out of here, you fleshy thing!
Here's the sound. It knows where you are. You're very close to it. So as you're not resisting it, you've asked it to get you out. You basically feel its arm grab you and drag you as it attempts to find its way out. But first, it's going to take some damage. So let's do that.
You fleshy thing.
4 damage on the cold. And then it has to roll the saving throw. Which fails, so it takes another 6 on the acid milky tentacles. and it's like in pain, but the sound of it's in pain also sounds like the sound of it basically saying anything, and drags you or attempts to leave this area. Now what I'm going to do, because it can't see and its intelligence is low, I'm basically going to roll, I guess, an investigation with disadvantage to see if it kind of like holds onto a wall and finds its way around, or if it just stumbles randomly.
Is it difficult terrain?
It is
as
difficult
well?
terrain, so it's limited
half
movement. Yeah. So the roll is an investigation is wisdom 11. It's not terrible, it's not brilliant. So it heads down in the right direction. However, obviously it can move 30 feet, so it can get to here. The problem is that it doesn't realize that there are steps. And so as it gets to the top of the steps, it slips and falls down the top of the steps. Now, a number of things are going to happen at this point. One, it will trip and fall down the stairs, taking, I guess, a standard kind of bludgeoning type damage. So it will go ahead and take that damage. Then the bandit captain who it's holding on to will also stumble and fall down the steps, thereby also taking some damage. And then, if that's not enough, as they stumble and fall down the steps, they land at Thundara and Snickle's feet. Now, although outside of the arms of Adar, there are a bunch of ready actions to take place. Thundara is waiting there with a great axe to slice on someone who approaches, and Welvrin has Eldritch Blast ready as well to attack. So,
are they prone?
They are prone because they're on the floor.
You get advantage.
Prone to death.
Welvrin gets advantage. No, sorry. Welvrin gets disadvantage because a ranged attack on prone is disadvantage, but Thundara gets advantage with the great axe. So, Thundara, do you want to attack first as you are closest and ahead in the turn order?
Yes, but I also have advantage on strength checks because of large form, right? Does that mean anything?
It's still an advantage. You can't get double advantage. So you just roll with advantage for the
checks and attacks are different things anyway.
And I would say that the golem is the one closest to you, so that would probably be the one to attack.
Yes. So I'm gonna swing at the golem. She's trying her best. And I rolled twice, yeah?
Yep.
Swing, bada, bada,
Right
bada,
click
swing.
advantage.
So 22.
Wow, that hits. 1 second. Okay. Now, do you want to do the damage?
Yeah. Do I get advantage on the damage?
No. Damage is damage. 7. Okay, cool.
7.
Nice. You slash your axe into the flesh golem. Now, obviously, there's no blood emerges or anything. It's kind of like a weird fleshy creature, but it's like not. Yeah, it's odd. It's basically like a walking
ball sack.
Yeah, like a walking doll. Yeah, so it takes this damage, and it's on the floor. But Welvrin now has the Eldritch Blast. Now, you can use it on either one. Welvrin, who would you like to use it on?
I have 2.
You have 2, so you're going to do one on each?
One
okay,
on each.
and they're both with disadvantage. So if you go ahead and roll those.
And my concentration's broken, so that goes away.
Yep.
So let's see. Disadvantage.
Why is your concentration broken?
Is this Eldritch Blast
17
need
to
concentration?
Yeah, why is your concentration broken?
Oh, does it?
Eldritch
Oh,
Blast
shoot, it
doesn't
doesn't.
take concentration.
Well,
I don't
let me
think.
put that back.
Yeah, you can put that back.
So 17 to hit.
17 to hit. That will hit both of them. So that's fine. So whichever one.
Okay.
Ouchies.
And let's see. So we're gonna roll. All right. So 8 damage on the captain closest to me.
8 damage on the captain. Okay, now do you want to roll for the golem?
Yes, and so that is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's good.
And a 5 damage.
Now, can you tell me again about the force, the pushing of the force of the Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, so let's see, because that's in a different spot here. So, when I hit a large or smaller creature with my cantrip, I can push the creature up to 10 feet straight away from me.
Up to 10 feet. Okay, just pushes it 10 feet. Yeah, that's not going to work. I think they're the same as you. You're medium, right?
I am medium,
Yeah,
but
right, yeah.
large or smaller.
Large also.
Yeah.
They're both also medium, so it's not going to make a difference there. Okay, cool. Nice work. That was just there. Now it's the bandit captain's turn. Outside of the thing, the bandit captain will stand up. Bandit captain, what do I want to do?
So earlier, Zeha said that Uktarl sends his regards before this battle started, so I would like to know, how much is Uktarl paying you to do this?
Jayhas?
The eyeballs shifting.
I'm a bear. I know I can talk, but I'm choosing not to.
Okay, does anybody
Bear.
else want to respond to the question of the bandit captain?
Can I respond
This is from the-
physically?
no.
No.
This is from the kindness of our hearts.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
Being in the same
Here's my
That-
thinking.
kitchen.
Bandit Captain doesn't know I'm the bear.
Yes, this is true.
Bandit Captain wanted
Dark.
to kill me for saying the thing I said.
Yeah,
I'm not talking so that Bandit Captain doesn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
correct.
There's just a bear with a mustache, and that's not weird at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was more of like
Come from
addressing
bear.
the room at large, like, what the heck? What's going on? Because I was napping when this shit went down. I come outside, most of my peeps are dead. Somebody opens a portal to hell with slurpy milky tentacles coming out of it. I don't fucking know.
Can we try to talk to her? Like, since she opened conversation?
Yeah,
is that like a
this is
thing?
what she's doing. She's opening up dialogue to you, so you can choose to have a conversation. Should you wish, we can pause the turn order. You guys can have a conversation. We'll see how that goes, and either we can come out of combat or go back into combat. This is your call.
I think we should try to have a conversation.
Okay, go ahead, have the conversation. She's asked, how much is Uktal paying you?
I mean,
That's-
above the table, the whole Uktal thing is meaningless. We're here to kill the golem.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
This is like the bosses. This is the bosses. Wouldn't they have more information than the shitty ass vampires? Maybe.
We came looking for Alistair, and your people have not been any help. Can you help us?
So, at this point, I would say that the bandit captain, having seen your display of strength, is amenable to helping you, or at least, trying to basically not die. But I'll leave it to the bandit captain to speak.
I don't know who Alistair is above table.
Hallister is the Mad Mage.
Oh, okay.
You do know how to get closer to Hallister.
Well, I can help you get closer to him, but you've killed most of my people, and we've got like our own thing that we're trying to take care of, like the bugbears and Xanathar.
Frankly, with how easy your people died, I don't think that you're going to be handling the bugbears.
Throwing shade.
Damn.
Well, they were actors to begin with.
It's a fair
And they were
point.
actors here today.
Well, I can't help you get to Alistair if you kill all of us.
I didn't want to kill anyone. I was just trying to sing them a song, then they started attacking me. All of a sudden, there's a bear with a mustache.
How did you even get this far into here? Like, didn't somebody stop you? Like, are we paying them for nothing?
You're paying them for nothing.
God damn it.
It was
bet it-
incredibly easy.
Tell you what, I can get you to Alistair if you kill Ukdal for me. Because I can take this whole team and I can run this the way that I want. I can make improvements. It's really his fault that we are in this circumstance in the first place. So if you
What
kill him, I can
happened?
get you there.
I'm
What happened
going.
between you two?
Am I much bigger than the bandit captain as a black bear?
Black bears are medium. As
What
well,
is the
but-
bandit captain?
But
Are they-
bandit captains
Human.
also, a human. So you would
Okay.
be bigger in stature. Like you're still both medium, but you obviously, if you stood up, you tower over the bandit captain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the bandit captain, stand up full size,
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Or we kill you. Take the golem to the bugbears, and they help us."
Holy shit, a talking bear! I've never
Is the
seen visual
correct-
effects like this before.
Is the correct reaction.
And I'm gonna let a little bit of drool just drop down onto them.
Okay, so given that situation, can you roll an intimidation check for me?
Who?
Zehas is rolling intimidation as the bear.
With advantage because it's cool as a bear.
I'm trying to think of that. Do you know what? I won't give you advantage, but I will give you a +2.
I do have a question. Is Zehas at full height of bear taller than Thundara? Because although bear is cool, is Thundara taller than bear
Thundara
with her
is
size
taller.
up?
Thundara is taller.
Yeah.
Normal Thundara or currently enlarged Thundara? And am I still bigger?
I think
than
you would be
normal?
bigger in both scenarios because I think you're about 8 foot tall normally.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think a bear on its legs will probably be about maybe 7.5 feet tall. I'm guessing here. I don't know if there's any bear experts in the vicinity, but that would
And I'm
be
still-
good to know.
I'm still in large form.
Yeah, you are still. So yes, you are.
Are you though?
It said for 10 minutes or until I enter.
Oh, okay. It's not linked to your rage.
No.
Yeah.
This is a stone. This is a Goliath specific ability.
Got it.
So that's pretty cool. Right. Now, that intimidation is going to be against the bandit captains. What are we going to do? Charisma saving throw? Intimidation. I'm just trying to think if there's anything
Insight,
better.
wisdom.
Insight or wisdom. The intimidation. Hold on.
Survival?
Well, the thing
It's
is,
a bear.
intimidation is a charisma roll. So I would do a charisma saving throw against a charisma attack effectively. So I'm going to roll it as a charisma saving throw and see what happens. +2, that is a 13. You did a 14. Zehas wins. the bandit captain is intimidated, and now is thinking, okay, maybe we help the bear.
Maybe we help the bear, okay? I've never seen a talking... My, what a mighty mustache you have! Alistair, do you need to go now?
So
And I kind of, like, crawl towards Thundara because she, like, mentioned that she, like, wanted to just play her flute, so I'm just like,
So I'm going to carry on the intimidation
yeah.
and kind of push forward a little bit more and say, what use are you to us?
Well, you said that you needed to find Alistair, and I do know about him. I could get you closer to your goal.
Then do.
So she is willing to help. However, the problem of Uktal still hasn't gone away. She is going to get resistance from the other half of her, I guess, the Undertakers. The takers side of the Undertakers are going to rebel or cause her trouble if she tries to help, or they may get in your way. So one way or another, you either gonna have to deal with them now, or you're gonna have to deal with them later.
I want to ask what happened between you two to cause such a rift.
Yeah, what happened? What happened between you guys?
It's a tale as old as time. I was young, and I knew that I had a purpose in life, to bring joy to people through song and acting. And I met Uktal, and he said that we could do it together. And then we started off with a small stage crew, and things were going really well. But then one day, I came back early from the market, and he was doing number 79, The Spread Eagle, with a new actress. After everything we had built together, he thought that I was so easily replaceable, and I just can't let that stand. And then while this was happening, this fleshy thing started following me around. I call him Better Octal, and we're just trying to get him out of this gang so that I can finally reach my full purpose and have full control of this.
That fucking bastard!
It's a fucking bastard!
Where is Octal?
Northwestern corridor.
Yeah, so he's
I'm gonna
around.
say-
Yeah.
Notice how he didn't come out when all of our people were dying. I'm just saying I'm the better leader.
If
It does
helping
seem like she might be the better leader, you guys.
crunchy human means fighting more, why not just honor bugbears?
Well, the bugbears aren't really who I'd be working with. I'd be working with the criminal element, Xanathar, and my father actually died from a fentanyl overdose that he got from Xanathar, so I just can't work with him.
I pat her on the back as big ass Thundar, and I say, there.
Take damage.
And then she's dead.
I'm gonna put a paw on the shoulder of the bandit captain and look at Welvrin.
I'm just a small town girl living in a lonely world, trying to make it out here.
In the undergrounds of Hollywood.
I am going to break concentration. I am going to walk down here and yell for the rest of the group.
Okay, so you want the other guys to come in?
I sure do. And I'm going to stand here
Mhm.
with Eldritch Blast prepared just in case anybody does anything funny.
Okay.
But I have something to say when they get here.
Alright, okay, let's bring those guys in here, shall we?
We just leave. We're leaving. Oh, he's yelling for them, not us.
No.
I see.
The other, he wants all the fake vampires to come in, basically.
I was about to say, okay, bye.
So four of them will come in. The others are sleeping. But 4 of them come and join you.
So we can get
Can
all
I
the
just
enemies in one
add-
place to attack us.
Can I just add that
Yeah.
no one apart from Vagjazzle knows there's a spike growth there, unless they have to roll some sort of
Oh yeah,
perception.
can you turn it off, or you just want to keep it on?
I've kept it on for now.
Nice.
Um,
Sorry, how long
the-
does that last for? Just so I know.
Spike growth is... I don't think it says... Let me read it again.
Okay.
Up to 10 minutes.
Up to 10 minutes. I mean, it's going to end pretty soon anyway after all this conversation, but for now it's still there.
Alright.
Okay, carry on.
Look around this room at the hell that we've unleashed.
I see it.
Do you value your lives, and will you help us reach our goals?
So the vampire dude kind of looks over at his captain. Looks over at Harry and's like, do we value our lives, boss?
We value our lives, but not at the cost of our self-respect. Giving in while Octal, sorry. I was watching Last Kingdom yesterday, my bad. While Oktar rules, what would we be coming home to?
This is true. Octal is a constant thorn in our side, Captain. But say the word, and we will be rid of him. And all of them, like, you know, put their hands to their chests and, like, you know, reach for their swords and be like, yes, death to Octal.
With Octal gone, the only thing we would have left to remove is the bugbears in Xanathar, which means our goals would be aligned.
But the bugbears was just trying to put together a statue. What beef do we have with the bugbears?
I mean, bug is in the name. They're just buggy. Well, I guess, I mean, you do have a bear on your team too, though, so I don't know. Like, I just look over and I was like, oh, the bear, and they're fine. Bears are great. I love bears. They'll lie to you, though. Have you ever met a bugbear that would keep its promise? Like, why would you work with them?
I don't think I've ever made a bugbear promise.
They were the first to be honest with us. Why would we not trust them?
Yeah, oh, you vampire lot lied to us the whole time.
That's
Or at
for
least tried.
protection. Do you know how difficult it is to be a young actor, unemployed, trying to make it in the world? People are always trying to outdo you. Coming off as a vampire is one of our only ways to protect ourselves. People don't generally want to fuck around with a vampire.
A
So
single
gesturing
tear
at
falls.
all the corpses. Oh,
Yes, I do know. I do know what it's like.
gesturing at all the corpses in this room, and the horrific ways that they all died, to the remaining undertakers. This is what her leadership has gotten you. Come with us and help us, or you shall meet the same fate.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a twist.
nice. Okay, let's roll. What are you going to do this? Are you trying to intimidate them, persuade them?
Intimidate.
Intimidate? Okay, roll the intimidation. Let's see.
Is this something like
Fuck!
we
I'm gonna use my
hear-
inspiration.
Is this
Figure
something
you
like
have plus
we?
one.
Sorry, what are you
Yeah,
saying,
okay.
Shasta?
Yeah.
I have
Shasta?
questions.
Yeah?
Is this something like, okay, we hear him, the tables have turned to intimidation. Is this something like I can help with? Like, I've squared up, I'm holding like my axe,
Yeah, you
bearing
can.
in on them,
You
and I'm
can help
intimidating
with the
as well.
intimidation roll.
I mean,
Yeah, I wanna
I've got
do
a
that.
claw wrapped around their leader's throat, essentially.
Yeah. But yeah, you
How do
can't
I
all
just
help.
roll
So
my
you can get
own-
one other person because you can have an advantage roll.
I'm pretty intimidating.
I'll take Thandara. Yeah.
I just roll normal intimidation.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey.
So 14 is the highest. It's good, but it's not enough for these guys to betray their captain or their guild
14 or 15.
either. It is good. He's moved by your words. He's scared, but at the end of the day, these guys are willing to give their life for their captain.
Alexander, look at the chaos these people have brought to us. Notice that I am here, fighting beside you. Oktarl is not here. And you already know that Xanathar and his men want us dead. If you go with them, what guarantee do you have that they'll bring you home?
Fireball.
He's been waiting for it. But hold on, who are you fireballing?
The group of
Okay.
vampires.
So everyone in by the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it behind them a little bit. but
Yeah. That's fine. Go for it.
Okay. So it's an automatic hit. So
It's just saving throws, right?
just saving throws. Let's see. A dexterity saving throw.
Yep, 3 fails, 1 pass.
Okay. So they'll take half as much damage.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see how much damage we do. 25 damage.
Yeah, I mean, you can safely assume that they're all dead.
Okay.
Oh my.
I'm gonna look over at the captain and say, "Lead the way."
Yeah,
Alrighty.
the captain will absolutely follow your request. There is no way in hell. She is fully intimidated. There's no way in hell she's going to argue. This may cause issues for her, but as far as you guys are concerned, you've just basically defeated the followers of the Undertakers who are loyal to her. And it's just ash piles on the floor now.
I'm not going to let her turn away
Mhm.
just yet. And I'm going to hold her before they do and say, "You owe me blood." And then I'm going to let go.
Nice. Right, guys, that's where we are going to leave. We have gone well over, so this is where we're going to leave it now. But, I mean, what a twist. Very good. Thundara's still shocked.
I just want to really quick before we go say I've knocked out a lot of teeth and I want to pick up the teeth and
All
put
of
them in a
them?
little bag.
All of the teeth.
All of the teeth.
And taking
Any teeth
all-
I find.
Taking all the teeth. So you're taking all the teeth. You took a tooth of the wyvern, yet the milky tentacles freak you out.
Yes, that's weird.
Thundara's my
Okay,
favorite
bone
tooth
collector.
fairy. But she takes your teeth and your money.
Yeah, it's true.
I am planning on looting the hell out
and
of
your
that
heart.
room.
In your heart.
And your-
I make sure spike growth is gone.
Okay.
If
I
it wasn't
think,
already.
I think it's pretty good now. Amazing. Right. So, guys, this is where we will pick up from next time. Thank you all so much. That was a great session. Thank you, Anna, for being amazing
Thank you,
and literally
Anna.
pulling out several characters that I just threw at you at the last second. We weren't even planning to come up here. So I was like, do you mind being the bandit captain? I don't mind being the bandit captain. Here you go. This was unplanned. I literally messaged it to her
Nice.
as you arrived into the room. I was like,
In true Vagjazzle fashion, what I read, like what I prepared for, never happened. Never was a thing. That's why I was like, I have no idea. I wasn't prepared for this level of anarchy.
this is why we have Anna. She's a professional improviser. So,
Couldn't tell.
well,
Good game.
great stuff. Thank you, everybody. We will be back again next Saturday, which is our last session before the new year. I know that CG won't be here.
Yeah, Bearhass is going to hibernate, so don't do anything that needs healing.
Well,
You
they've
need
got-
healing.
They've got healing potions. They're good. Yes, and otherwise, yeah, we'll be back next Saturday. I will be back on Thursday, probably. And these other wonderful people will be around. Shasta will be back on. Oh, when are you back? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
There we go. And I don't know when CG's next streaming.
I just stream whenever these days.
Whenever. Cool. So thank you everybody for being here, and we will catch you all again next time. Everyone say bye.
Bye. Bye.